Здравствуй, чат. Привет, Настя. Так, ну, мы сегодня, я думаю, допройдем Chicken Police. Наверное. Хотя, мне кажется, там еще много осталось. Ну, посмотрим, в общем. Так. Steam. Обновляется. Так, сейчас, наверное, игра обновится. Я бы не удивилась. На неох скидка. 70%. Ничего себе. Fallen Order. Так. Интересно. Аж ничего. Так, ладно. Секунду. Сколько стоит EA Play? 800 гривен в год. Ну, в принципе, более-менее. Экономия 48%. Хорошо. Так, ладно. О, Fall Guys обновляется хочет. Где у нас Chicken Police? Музычка, спасибо. За что 800? За годовую подписку на EA Play. Это, в принципе, нормальная цена. Так, по-моему, игру надо сделать чуть-чуть тише. Самую малость.
I'm Santino Featherland and...
Ага. Так, хорошо. Что, поехали?
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a
Эти
perfume.
петухи, это просто
It was
шедевр.
simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching,
Какая-то
barely
пошлятина.
covering her
Просто.
marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
И здравствуйте, женщина. Так, ну давайте осмотрим тут. Седьмое правило охоты, грубо говоря. Называется книга. Это книги о нас, насколько я помню. Так, а где мыша исчезла? Наташа Каценко. Канделябр.
You got a beautiful place here, Natasha. A peaceful little island on the ocean of madness, with very classy furniture.
Как у нее платьечко блестит, а?
Ibn likes me surrounded by elegant things, you know.
You know.
You're an elegant thing yourself, sweetheart.
Oh, that's charming. Thank you, detective.
Боже, какой позор. Так, ладно.
Light is the brother of darkness.
Ага.
More like its lover, don't you think? Anyway, I thought I hired a detective, not a poet.
Угу.
I'm not a poet, Natasha. Just a fool.
Oh, what an act.
Да. Так.
Light. It's
Окей.
Oh,
Так, про картину. Картину мы оставим напоследок.
I
Зеркало.
bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror, Do you even recognize yourself?
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but, you know, that's a very good question.
I was just trying to be rude.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Don't mention it. So this is where the magic happens, right? The big transformation.
Every woman needs a little magic, and every man needs some illusion.
О, а что тут мигает у меня? А? О, прикольно. Ну, ладно.
You're right there, Angel. So this is where you're right.
Так, это на выход. Тут вроде бы ничего нет. Картина. Твой хвостик.
Gee, that is a unique picture and kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
Естественно, Наташа.
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
You're funny.
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination.
Бедный
This woman's
петушок. Хорошо.
This woman's aware of her
Окей.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
in a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
По-моему, мы нравимся Наташе, только чего она хвостом виляет, непонятно.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Ага.
Okay, Sonny.
Sun. Yesterday my life
So,
was
why
filled
am I
with
here?
pain. Ой, господи.
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
Да уж.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Ага.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
You do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Ага.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
Извините.
Oh, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
Ой, боже мой, какой кошмар. Кошечка. Что ты делаешь? О, Ибн очень старается сменить тему, когда речь заходит об угрозах. Он, очевидно, знает больше, чем хочет рассказать. Так. Наташа. Наташа загадочная женщина. Кажется, она еще и опасна. Одно можно сказать точно, у нее большие проблемы. Вопрос в том, является ли она источником проблем, или это кто-то другой. статус. Так, ну давайте.
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that.
Это
But I
рожа.
must be careful.
Это шикарно.
Every part of her oozes danger.
Узис danger. Ага. Так, Наташа Кошенко. Это было бесподобное выступление.
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time, but the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
Окей.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
Шалунья. Так, человек-загадка уверенная. Хорошо. Заведение весьма изящное, твоя комната тоже. Картина на стене весьма смелая. Хорошо.
The picture on the wall is quite daring.
Only if you knew how old I was at the time.
I think I'm on a slippery slope here.
Come on, don't be shy. Ask me.
Ты глянь на нее.
All right. How old were you?
Did you really believe I'd tell you?
Ты глянь на эту морду
You're quite a
кошачью.
player, aren't you?
Она же кошечка. Конечно, любит.
Life is anything but a game, detective.
Well, you tell me.
Так, хорошо. Ты не думаешь, что угрозы могут быть от одного из твоих почитателей? Или что ты можешь мне рассказать про Ибна Веслера? Ну, это будет как-то слишком прямо. Наверное, вот это лучше.
Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
Она очень самоуверенная.
Ah, I see.
Так, отстраненная. Хорошо. Не нравится мне это дело. Чего ты от меня-то хочешь? У тебя есть чем реально подтвердить факт угроз? Или зачем отправлять Дебору? Она милая девочка, но почему ты не пришла сама? Ну, это будет странный вопрос.
Do you have any material evidence concerning the threats?
You may think I'm irresponsible, but I didn't keep any of it. I simply couldn't bear to look at them.
Это как-то подозрительно, мне кажется.
Didn't you think maybe the police would need it?
Ну да.
I didn't think I needed the police. Moreover, do you think the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler could ever turn to the cops?
Да.
I see. So, what about me? How do I come into the picture?
It sounds ridiculous, but you're my last hope.
Это очень подозрительно.
That does sound ridiculous, but I accept my ego and old habits.
Окей.
You can't do anything else, can you?
Something like that. A leopard can't change its spots. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
Окей. Так, уверенная, испуганная, человек-загадка, отстраненная. Что именно было в этих угрозах?
What was in those threats exactly?
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So,
You really don't have any idea? which word could be used for a woman like me?
Шлюха?
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore.
Ага, окей.
Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I
Да.
said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and
Почему-то мне
painted on my
вспомнилась
wall
серия
in giant red letters.
из «Отчаянных домохозяек», где Сьюзан, жена ее папы биологического, написала на гараже красным баллончиком «шлюха».
Well, thank you for your honesty.
Потому что думала, что она с ним ебется. Ну, в общем, не важно. Так, хорошо. Могут эти угрозы быть из-за опасных отношений между вами? Что, никто не видел автора этих штучек, даже тени? Ну а Филмор, он здесь по твоей милости? Советую не высовываться. Про Филмора я не знаю, спрашивать или нет. Давайте спросим про Филмора.
What about Fillmore? Is he here because of you?
Mr. Lowe helped me before, and yes, he was the first I approached.
You've managed to curb my enthusiasm a little.
Doesn't keeping two irons in the fire give me a better chance? But you don't have to worry. He didn't find anything. And he's not interested anymore, no matter how much I offer to pay him.
О, а чё так интересно?
Why?
You'll have to ask him.
I think I'll do that.
Так, темные тени прошлого, бывший любовник, а может муж. Так, значит, это не фанат и не кто-то свой, кто же подозреваемый?
So it's not a fan and not an inside job. Who do you suspect?
Aren't you supposed to know that?
Usually, yes, but I've got nothing to go on, and you don't have a hunch.
Maybe I do. But first, I want to know if you'll even accept my case.
I'm here, aren't I?
Боже, мы сейчас только возьмем дело, эта игра еще
That's true.
часов на 8.
I must know if I can trust you.
Ага.
The proof of the pudding is in the eating.
I wish it was that simple.
Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
Хватит ходить вокруг да около. Откуда ты знаешь Молли? Молли, если что, это наша бывшая жена, которая ушла от нас и забрала ребенка с собой.
Let's stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
Don't be rude.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Сучка ты крашеная.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
Классная тёлка просто уехала с ребенком и до свидания.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Cluck me.
Cluck
This
me.
case is getting more and more intriguing.
Окей. Так. В смысле, завела с самого начала. Что это значит? Чего конкретно ты от меня хочешь? Так. А, испуганная.
You played me from the start, didn't you?
Ну, а... Он спрашивает, ты игралась со мной с самого начала, да? А не ты меня тут завела. Куда завела?
It wasn't my intention.
Угу.
I'm an old cock, Natasha. I've
Ой.
played too many of these games, and I've been on the losing side often enough.
So, you're going to walk away?
Нет.
You're damn right. I don't know if it's worth it for me.
Look, Sonny, money's not an issue.
Oh yeah, your fawn had already mentioned that. But unfortunately, it'll be hard to spend all that dough when I'm dead.
Dead? Don't even say that.
Do you have a gun?
Me?
Of course you, Natasha. Do you have it on you?
Not at the moment.
Ну, тут перевод немного подхрамывает, потому что она спрашивает... Он спрашивает... У тебя есть пушка? Она отвечает, у меня. Он отвечает, ну, конечно же, она у тебя есть. А они перевели просто, конечно, у тебя. И он спрашивает, она сейчас при тебе? Она говорит,
Let me
нет.
give you some advice. Keep it with you, always. Maybe in your purse.
You don't think they, whoever they are, would hurt me?
Don't be naive, Natasha.
You're right. I'll keep it with me.
I don't want to scare you, but two cops snooping around can mess something like this up, even if it's just two roosters.
You'll keep snooping? Thank you, Sonny.
Не за что.
Maybe you're getting yourself into even deeper trouble with me. Thank me when this is all over.
Окей. О, настоящий детектив. Легендарные пернатые копы снова в деле. Немного устали, но свое дело знают. Хорошая работа. Важная улика. Угроза или скорее угрожающее слово в сообщениях для Наташи — шлюха. Коротко, но емко.
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Natasha,
Наташа.
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
Хорошо, Наташа.
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing
Хорошо.
it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets.
Ох, Наташа.
I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early and don't be too late.
Хорошо, Наташа.
Look, Natasha, you know,
Please, this is very important to me.
sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Ага.
Goodbye, Sonny.
О. Душка.
Seriously, how did you find me? Not even my boss knows where I live.
Although I didn't include Ibn in my little private mission, some of his resources were still available to me.
Угу.
Yeah, let me guess. There's someone at the station working for him.
Someone? You're so cute when you're playing naive.
Have you ever had dealings with the police?
Not in this city.
And otherwise?
Does it really matter, Mr. Featherland?
Maybe it does. More than a little.
I'm afraid you'll have to unravel that thread yourself. But you will find nothing but a dead end.
Угу. Хорошо. Что-нибудь
Do you
еще?
have a light, Natasha?
I'm sorry. I've never smoked.
Really? That's very uncommon in your line of work.
It was uncommon in all my previous lines of work too. But I promise the next time we meet, I'll bring you a box of matches.
Какая прелесть.
I might take you up on that.
Окей.
No trouble at all.
Какая игривая. Мадам. Так, можем с ней поговорить. Хорошо. Царьку.
Why did you name it the Tsar Club when you took over? It was the Millions before.
Maybe you can guess my origins from my name and my accent. I come from the eastern Tsardom of
Slavonia.
Slavonia. We are quite respectful of our leaders.
Ага.
You feel that's not the case here in Clawville?
Here? No.
Here?
Absolutely not, Mr. Featherland. Many here don't even know the name of their king. To them, he's only the Fox King. It's quite disrespectful and rude.
Окей.
There's some truth to that.
Where I'm from, we choose our leaders ourselves, and whatever they do later, we proudly stand by our decision.
Окей.
So that's why the name, in respect to your country.
Don't take me for so sentimental. It's only partly the reason. We lived there until I was 14. Then we had to flee. It doesn't matter why. In the end, I was the only one who made it to Clawville. So the name isn't because of nostalgia or respect. More like a reminder.
Так, Дебора Ибанес.
So, why Deborah?
I could not seek you out in person. It was risky even to send Debbie.
It's too late now. Mr. Wessler is aware of my little investigation.
I'm sorry I got her mixed up in this. She's a lovely girl.
She looked like one.
Так, Хобарт Ибн Уэслер.
May I be brash?
It's New Year's Eve. Everything goes tonight.
Ibn, do you love him?
In my own way, yes, I do.
Whatever that means.
You can't understand this, Sonny. There are women who can't actually love. Not like they're supposed to. But that doesn't mean they don't love however they can.
Да, есть такое.
That's not a real answer, is it?
If you only accept yes or no, then yes, I love him.
Хорошо. Получено достижение. Это любовь. Послание от Наташи.
So this message,
I'm sorry I had to upset you, Sonny. But if I didn't take that step, would we be talking here right now?
well, probably I'd be dead drunk and counting sheepmen in my dreams.
I'm good for you, you see?
You're a real angel.
Душка. Так, Марти Макцик.
Why just me? What's wrong with my partner?
Nothing in the world. I just like to be discreet. I wanted to talk to you in private because of Molly.
Thank you for your discretion. It means a lot.
Так она все равно ничего про Молли не знает. Какой смысл? Тоже мне тайна.
Don't mention it.
Оливия Блэквик.
So, who's this Olivia bird?
I know well what you're curious about. You want to know if she's sleeping with Ibn.
Допустим.
The thought may have crossed my mind.
You men. But guess what? Maybe she does.
You don't care?
As long as he loves me, I don't.
Окей.
Well, that's your business. What do you know about her?
She's not the one threatening me. You can be sure of that. I know that was your next thought.
Нет.
The lovesick assistant is jealous of the boss's girlfriend and wants to flick her out of the picture. It would even stand up, but Olivia doesn't have feelings. If she let Ibn sleep with her, it's because she does what he says, nothing more.
Класс. Хороший подход.
That was so honest and raw, I'm inclined to believe it.
Окей. Так, что-нибудь еще она нам расскажет?
Do you have a light?
Так, хорошо. Что у нас тут нового? Ключик, да? Окей. Так. Наташа боится, и это по-настоящему, но она тоже не все мне рассказывает, а мне это не по душе. Наташа пригласила меня в воскресный коттедж, чтобы что-то показать. В любой другой ситуации я был бы рад, но сейчас я переживаю. Воскресный коттедж, интересный перевод. Так. Угроза или скорее угрожающее слово в сообщениях на Наташи шлюха. Город Каменёвка. Угу. Так, тут что-то было новое, по-моему. Она родилась в Северном царстве Ставония, откуда ее семье пришлось сбежать. Когда Наташа добралась до Кловеля, она уже была сиротой. И что-то было про Оливию, да? Если верить Наташе, эта женщина полностью лишена эмоций, значит, она не может стоять за угрозами. Это не значит, что они с Ибном не любовники. Так, тут вроде бы ничего нового больше нет. Так, Ставония. Царство Ставос. Цардом, да. Так, это безрадостный мир гордых ставонцев, населенный в основном хищниками и крупными кошачьими. По историческим и экономическим причинам дипломатические отношения между Кловелем и Ставонией весьма напряженные и сложные. Царство Ставония больше других пострадало в мясной войне, но большинство зверей всегда считало, что они могут развязать вторую мясную войну и что они – самая большая угроза на горизонте современного мира. Гектор III, лисий король лис. Гектор III, или как его зовут большинство зверей король лис, является третьим в династии Фалуа. Хотя Кловель небольшое государство, его король является одним из самых влиятельных зверей в дикой природе. Это связано не с... Это связано не с реальной важностью города, а с богатством его отдаленных колоний. Окей. Хорошо. В общем, мы можем отсюда уходить.
Well? Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
Классно, он щурится.
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe something happened to you.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
Да.
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh.
Так, что тут у нас? Что-то поменялось? О, Оливия.
What?
Olivia Blackwig. You think she knows anything useful?
Может быть.
It's worth a try, Marty, but let me do the talking. She's not very fond of you.
What can I say? You know, back in the day, I flew from tree to tree. I was a free bird. Maybe I was playing her a bit.
Понятно. Новая личная информация. Так. Мартин недолго встречался с Оливией, вот и все. Больше ничего не хочу об этом знать.
Oh, it's you. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Ну, жопец у него ничего
Look,
такого.
we really don't want to
Извините.
dig into your personal life, but
But what exactly is my relationship with Mr. Wessler? And how close am I to him?
Да-да.
you don't beat around the bush, ma'am.
Well, actually, I remember.
I don't have time to chit-chat, Mr. Featherland. So yes, I'm not one to beat around the bush. And no, I'm not sleeping with Mr. Wessler.
Well, thanks for the quick and straight answer.
Anything else?
Так, хорошо. Так, ладно.
Do you come here often, Olivia?
No, not really.
Well, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Поговорили. Хобарт Ибн Уэст.
You know, Ibn's not as ferocious as you'd think. On the contrary, he's become very different recently.
I heard. Don't you find that weird? A sudden change of heart?
Sometimes an animal just has enough. Fed up and wants a change. I deeply respect that.
Well, thank you for your honesty, ma'am.
Хорошо.
What's your relationship with Miss Natasha Katsenko?
We've talked a bit, that's all.
There's no tension between you? You know, the pretty secretary.
Well, thank you for your compliment, Mr. Featherland. No, no tension. Natasha's an intelligent woman. I respect her.
Is that mutual?
That I can't tell.
Хорошо, и воскресный коттедж. А зачем у нее об этом спрашивать?
If I'm not mistaken, Natasha has a weekend house in Flowerville.
Лауэрвиль.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you tell me anything about it?
I've never been there. Allegedly, it's beautiful. Elegant and luxurious. Just like Natasha herself.
Хорошо.
Look, Olivia, you know, last time...
Козел.
Please, Marty, there's no need.
Yes, there is. I know I wasn't a gentleman, and I know I should have called you, but I was young and...
You don't have to explain. I wasn't waiting long for your call. I forgot about it fast.
Молодец.
That's good to hear, I suppose.
Другу. Так. Что-нибудь еще?
I'm sorry we disturbed you.
Not at all. Have a nice evening, gentlemen.
Ну,
I'm sorry.
Not at all.
вроде бы нормально. Так, что тут про Ибна нового появилось? После шоу Ибн подозрительно быстро покинул царь-клуб. Хорошо. Громила.
What a lovely kitten.
Киттен. Да-да, котеночек.
What a lovely...
Ну, давайте с ним поговорим.
Excuse me, pal.
Ой, какая
My
прелесть.
name is Santino Featherland.
Gabriel, what do you want? Chickens.
Класс.
Do you happen to know where Mr. Wessler went?
Do you take me for a fool?
For
Get
a
out of
fool?
here while I'm in a good mood, birds.
А,
Okay. Thanks, big boy.
Да, Громила классный. Так. Чё там? Чё там? Где он тут? Где он появился? Габриэле. Имя Габриэль Костолом Антипов. Вид рысь, полмужской, особые приметы, тихий и смертоносный. Скорее всего, он из Ставонии. Хорошо. Ой, там что-то еще написано было. Секунду.
Did I stutter, chicken?
Чикен. Так, секунду. Скорее всего, это рысь, головорез Ибна Уэслера. Ты очень наблюдательный, Сони.
Listen, pal. Maybe if...
Did I stutter, chicken? Get lost.
Get lost. Так, окей. Что у нас тут еще есть? Парень лиса.
Remember that other case with the turtle and the rabbit fella?
Так, это мы читали. Хорошо. Тут
You
всё
know,
так же.
Sonny, I love Laura, and I swear I'm gonna marry her one day. But I gotta admit, that
Вроде писали,
Natasha
что она его
woman has
жена.
turned even my
Лора.
head.
Ну ладно.
I wouldn't mess with Laura if I were you, pal. Wouldn't even think about it. There are few women as dangerous as her. And not just because she's a predator.
You're telling me.
Bourbon moon hangs in the sky. Bourbon moon hangs in the sky.
Окей, так. Верзила, громила. Кто хочешь.
Ah, this is the life, huh?
He looks like a coat.
Так, окей, это мы тоже слышали. Официантка белка.
Creepy little squirrel girl.
Жуткая мелкая девчонка белка. Так, вот Джек, привет.
Hey, Big Nose, where did Mr. Wessler go?
Unfortunately, I don't know, Big Face. But I wouldn't tell you even if I did. Really?
По-моему, он гей, но мы одобряем.
Say, did anyone ever tell you that you're an irritating piece of sh...
Anything else, dear sirs?
Так,
Have a good night, Longface.
поговорили, хорошо. Давайте с Филмором.
So, have you talked to Natasha?
In fact, yes. She was, kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned a case before. Not voluntarily, anyway. But that woman...
You're, too old for this shit, huh?
As you say, pal.
That's exactly how I felt, too.
Before you leave, take this and examine
Oh.
it closely.
А чё там?
What is it?
The reason I've decided all of this is not worth it for me.
Интересно.
Wow, that sounds encouraging.
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case, maybe it goes deeper than you'd think.
Oh, that makes my feathers stand on end.
Ah, old croakers. You're safe while I'm here.
Класс. Ой, я не могу.
Okay, I didn't say anything.
Так, что он нам там дал?
We stepped into it, didn't we?
И что это? Список имен и каких-то номеров, чисел.
We stepped into it,
Что это такое? Ладно.
Of all that's furry, what kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
Those names, all top dogs. Maybe they play cards together.
Sure,
Oh.
that's very likely.
Конечно.
Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
Отлично.
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets. She's the secret herself.
Thanks, Filmar. This could be important.
Don't thank me. Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, shut up, Marty.
Так. Я узнал только несколько имен из списка, которые Филмор сунул мне в руку, но все они из уважаемой элиты Кловеля. Похоже на список гостей на свадьбу, но что-то я сомневаюсь. Список впечатляющих имен как-то связан с Наташей, значит и с угрозами. Хорошо. Такс. Про места у нас тут ничего нового не появилось? Нет. А не, Weekend House появился. Стоп. Воскресный коттедж Наташи Кошенко. Он стоит в самом чистом и удаленном районе города в Цветоквилле. Ох и перевод. Flower Quill оставили бы вы и все. Любопытно, что она там прячет. Хорошо. Такс. Воскресный коттедж. Скок-дог, полицейский участок. Ну, давайте сначала заглянем.
Ooh, a nice cup of coffee a la Zip, huh?
Звучало бы лучше. Да, Настя. Flower Will. Да, не Flower Quill, а Flower Will. Угу.
We're not here for the coffee, Marty. Zip always knows more than what he lets on. It'd be worth interrogating the old trash panda.
Чего они его трэш-пандой называют?
If he forgave us for wrecking his joint last time.
He'll never forgive us, Marty, but we helped him out of trouble so many times, he's not gonna have any choice.
Так и да.
I hope you're right, old bird.
Так, этот так и не хочет с нами разговаривать.
Everything all right, old man?
If there's something we can do for you, just say so, okay?
Well, all right.
Hey.
Still nothing.
Hey, old man. Everything all right? Any trouble?
Still nothing.
Окей, так, ну пойдемте.
Ah, jeez, boys. Out of 2,000 joints in the city, had to end up here, huh?
Hello to you too, Zip. How's it hanging?
I had no problems until now.
Ah, don't be such a drama queen. We just want to ask you a couple of
Drama
questions,
queen.
then we're out of here.
Хорошо.
And we won't even trash your place this time. What do you say?
I say let's get it over with very, very quickly, chickens.
Chickens.
Relax, pal. We'll be as fast as a hummingbird.
I'm not your pal, and you're as far from a hummingbird as I'm from a polar bear.
Залетные петушки. Не, ну они реально хорошо это все сделали. Игра очень приятно выглядит. Мне очень нравится. Петухи это вообще шедевры, по-моему. Особенно, когда они не в профиль, а в анфас. Это жесть.
Oh, come on, Zip. Don't...
Бля, кто это? Я не могу. Здрасте. А вы кто?
Damn it, what's the scribbler doing here?
Журналист какой-то?
Sniffing some juicy story?
I think I still owe him a great big left hook.
Гусь-чайка.
What did he do this time?
Oh, nothing. Just since I first met him, I wanted to punch him in the face.
Да, есть люди с такими лицами, которым вмазать хочется.
I can understand that.
Хорошо, что там про него пишут? Где он тут? Тим. Ой. Тимоти Солтвотер. А, мы про него уже где-то слышали, по-моему. Ведь чайка Симеона, пол мужской, особые приметы, шумный, несносный и чересчур активный. И еще, к несчастью, фанат пернатых копов №1. Писака Тим, настоящее имя Тимоти Солтвотер, кусок перьма, вечно сует нос не в свое дело и лезет под шкуру. Стоит признать, что он делает лучшие журналистские расследования в городе. В прежние времена, во многом благодаря ему, пернатые копы стали настоящими звездами. Хорошо. Ну, давайте пообщаемся. Нашим фанатам.
We don't have to talk to him, right?
We have
Impossible
to.
to avoid, Marty. Not if he hasn't gone blind or deaf since we last saw him. Timothy Saltwater is the meddler journalist of the Clawville Chronicle. That wouldn't be a problem in itself, but unfortunately, he's a huge
Тимати
fan
как там Black
and the
Star.
architect of the
А ты
chicken
видела, что он будет новым
police
холостяком
legend.
российским в следующем году?
Hello, Timothy. Scribblers don't celebrate New Year's.
Hello, boys.
Hello,
What
boys.
a pleasure to see you. Answer your
Видела?
question. No, not really. Not me, anyway. I'm always where the story is.
С Егоркой мне даже понравился холостяк. С Тимати я что-то себе это странно представляю. Я себе представляю, как тёлки будут пытаться ему без мыла в жопу залезть. Это будет прям смешно.
Mm-hmm. And where's the story now? I can't see it anywhere.
It just stepped through the door, pal.
Oh, you mean us? Well, I think I'll have to disappoint you.
The chicken police are back together? I can't let that go without an ink stain, am I right?
No, Timmy,
Смешной.
you can. We're not working, we're just having a little
И
fun.
все будут
that's all.
похожи на его бывших под копирку. Ну, наверное, да, все будут вот это вот.
I'm not
С
buying
длинными-
that, boys.
Каштановыми волосами.
You'll have to, Tim.
Кучки. Ага.
We'll see about that.
Is that rag you work for still around, Tim?
You mean the most read and highest ranking newspaper of the city, the Clawville Chronicle?
Какая-то зануда.
Oh, yeah, that's what it's called.
И...
I see that you still have your famous sense of humor, Sonny. Such a joy.
Yeah, I do.
Ой, я не могу с петухов этих.
So, how about you tell me what you're really doing here?
Not a chance, Timbo. The
Timbo.
truth is, we're already
Почему они его Тимбой называют?
Sorry, pal. Maybe next time.
So,
Not
Так,
sorry,
все,
pal.
да? Хорошо.
Timothy Saltwater.
Окей. Так. Зип. Роскошный виски.
Look what we found, Zip.
Окей.
Furry hell. Who'd you beat to
Мать
death for
моя
that?
енотиха. Кого вы забили за такое?
Beat to death. Who do you think we are? We simply confiscated it.
You sneaky broilers. I'll give you $50 for it.
Don't make me laugh. It's worth 3 times that.
Oh, come on. Give me a break.
Tough luck, Trash Panda.
Трэш пенда. Окей, Филмар Лоу.
We also ran into Filmar,
Filma? Who's that?
a grumpy old raggedy-ass hawk. His manners are even worse than mine. Ring a bell?
You mean Marlowe?
Was Marlowe. Now he goes by Filmar Lowe.
Так все равно это Марлоу, только с добавлением Фил. Боже, я таки немного это, тормознутая.
Oh, I see. So that means he's still alive? I'm almost not surprised. The old guy has a reputation of being indestructible, huh?
Indestructible.
He is. And he gave us something that could mean something.
Хорошо, странный список имен.
Look at this, Zip.
Holy crap, what's this? The guest list at a king's birthday party?
Hey, that's not even a bad guess.
What do you make of it?
This piece of paper's from so high up where I've never been myself, boys, so don't ask me.
Окей, испуганная
We
кошка.
spoke to Natasha. She's scared.
Well, it's not good life insurance to be the girl of the most powerful gangster in the city.
Да уж.
It's not about that. Someone's been writing offensive messages to her. She feels threatened.
I only know that every second husband in the city wants to have her, and every second wife wants to wring her neck because of that. Nothing else.
Thanks, Zip. But we're not any further ahead.
But not further back, right?
Хорошо.
So, out with it. Stop winding me up. I'm almost consumed by all this excitement.
We've just come from the Tsar Club, Zip. Who do you think we met?
If I can guess one, I'd say, was it His Majesty Hobart
Его
Ibn Rustler,
Величество?
the Rat Prime himself?
Ничего себе.
Bet on, pal.
What a surprise. So, what do you want to know? Just because I don't know anything.
Of course you don't. Just a couple questions.
Go on, boys. Hurry up, will you?
Ну, мы с ним уже поговорили, да, обо всем. Ну да.
That's exactly what I
About the riots? Have they reached here already?
I ain't seen nothing. More cops around, yeah, as you can see for yourself.
We're not on duty, Zip.
It's still the same. A cop's a cop. A lot come by, but besides beating up bugs, nothing much happens.
It will, Zip. I can sniff it in the air.
If you say so, Sonny, your sense of smell is better than mine.
Maybe once.
Huh? What more do you want?
Is it forbidden to stand around at your place?
Go stand around somewhere else in the city.
Так, ну я так понимаю, это все, да?
Just go stand around.
Хорошо. Так, Тимати.
So, how about you tell me what you're really doing here?
Not a chance, Timbo. The truth is, we're already leaving.
Окей. Ну,
Sorry, pal. Maybe next time.
окей. Так. Все, мы уходим. Мы уходим. Так. Теперь мы заедем в полицейский участок. Хорошо.
I don't know, Sonny. What exactly are we doing here?
Let's hope we can learn something about Natasha and Ibn by sniffing around before we visit that weekend house in Flowerville.
Ну да, это логично, в общем.
Learn something from Phyllis and Roy's.
Почему бы и нет?
Well, I wasn't exactly thinking about them.
Секунду.
Yeah, figures.
Чувачки.
How's it going tonight, boys?
Uneventful so far, Sonny. But now that
Uneventful
you're
so
rolling
far,
together
Sonny.
again, I suppose we'll have some excitement to look forward to.
Явно из Шотландии.
What do you mean?
Или из Ирландии.
Are you kidding? Last time you shot up a theatre, and if I remember correctly, each other.
That was a complicated evening.
Aye, sure. Complicated.
Чуваки.
Do you want to hear some juicy gossip, boys?
Да, давайте.
Always.
Deputy Malloy got so drunk he fell asleep on the toilet. It took them an hour to find him.
Нормально.
Stupid oaf. So that's why Blood Boil was here.
Yeah, aye, and he's in a pretty sore mood because he had to come in on New Year's Eve.
Ну, понятно.
Just our luck.
No. Your luck is that he's too busy to care about you two lovers right now.
Right now.
Ah, yeah.
Well, keep up the good work, boys.
Or this hanging around thing you do.
Thanks, chickens.
Chickens. Dags.
Well, keep up the good
Okay.
work, boys.
Так, хорошо. Боска. Привет. Что скажешь нам? О, можем его поспрашивать. Давайте сначала поговорим.
Hey, big guy.
Hey, Cox. What's
Cox.
up? Back here so soon? Did you get nostalgic all of a sudden, Sonny?
I'd rather be anywhere else than here, Bosco, but we're sniffing around on a case.
Hoo-hoo. Are you trespassing again?
Who? Us? What are you thinking?
Just an old case. Still open. Not official, but not active either. We're not bothering anyone. You know, old habits die hard.
I know. I'm just messing with you. So, how can I help you?
Он милый в целом.
The boss?
He's not in a good mood. Malloy got so drunk he pissed himself.
And we just put the cherry
Ужас.
on top, huh?
Mostly you, Sonny. No offense.
None taken. I'm used to it. Everything rolls right off my feathers.
Так.
Don't go stirring up a shitstorm, okay? We're gonna have enough on our plates tonight.
We'll do what we can, Bosco, but I can't promise anything.
Мы сделаем все возможное, Боска, но я ничего не могу обещать, он еще сказал. Окей.
Don't go stirring up a shitstorm.
Хорошо. Так. Филмар Лоу.
You still remember Philmar?
Do you mean Philip? Of course I remember. He's got quite the reputation with that Philmar alias.
We just met him. Small world, huh? Do you know what he's up to these days?
Yeah, as far as I know, he's investigating petty blackmail cases and sneaking after poor bastards cheating on their wives.
Ну, кто-то же должен этим
Anything
заниматься.
else? Did he get mixed up in something that stirred up a storm recently?
Yeah, I don't know about that. We haven't seen him at the PD for a while. He's usually a frequent visitor. Why? Did he run into some fishy business again?
Possible, Bosco. But I'm not sure he'd want to make the same mistake.
Wise decision.
Так, странный список имен.
Listen, Bosco, what do you make of this list?
Maybe it's the guest list of some fancy ball. These are some rather influential names, the ones I recognize anyway. Movie stars, politicians, a few names from the camp.
You're not.
Ой, я чуть-чуть это пропустила. Что-то там про совет 12 было.
Are you blackmailing them? Because if you are, I'll gladly accept a nice big juicy bone in exchange for my silence.
Stop screwing around, Bosco. It has nothing to do with our case.
Which is what, exactly?
We're still not gonna tell you.
Так, Наташа Кошенко.
Listen, Bosco, what have you heard about that singer, Natasha Katsenko?
You mean that little bimbo fooling around with Ibn
Little
Wessler?
bimbo.
They say she's the jackpot. But I've never been into cats, you know.
Удивительно, что собака не по кошкам.
You couldn't be
Ой,
Racist if you tried, Bosco.
Don't misunderstand me. I don't have a problem with cats at all. I'm simply allergic to them.
Oh.
I can't stand being around them. I don't even take cases with cats.
Good for you. I should have used that excuse myself.
Why? Is your investigation related to her?
What? No, of course not. We just came from her show. That's why I asked.
And what's she like?
Ничего такая бошка.
Well, I guess your cat allergy would go away for the rest of your life if you met her.
Really? Maybe I'll have a go and see for myself one day.
Окей.
Don't go stirring up a
Все,
shit.
так, пошли к Монике. Моника.
So soon? That was fast. Almost a record.
Sorry, Mon. We're just here for a little, info.
When are you not here for that, boys? How about wish me a happy birthday for a change?
Oh.
What? Is it your birthday today?
Of course not. Don't be silly, Marty. You know exactly when it is. We've talked about it a dozen times.
Yeah, of course I know.
Да, 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 да.
Yeah.
So, could you help us with this and that?
Of course, boys, but be quick about it. I'm in over my head with paperwork and blood boils breathing down my neck.
We'll be quick like a hurricane.
Она пишет у себя на пальцах. У нее все хорошо.
You're very lucky, boys. You just missed the boss by 3 minutes. Right now, he's trying to get Malloy out of the toilet.
Still can't hold his liquor, huh?
Neither on or off duty. But today, he is sloshed.
Well, he's a water buffalo, isn't he? He knows how to swim.
No, Sonny, just a buffalo. The two are totally different things.
Ага. Хорошо, да.
Listen, doll, we have some questions.
Make it quick, boys. I'm busy.
Listen, doll,
Хорошо. Так, Роберт Иванович.
guess who we met today in person, Mon?
King Hector III?
Even better, the one who commands the king.
Wait a minute. Hobart Wessler?
Damn right. Hobart Ibn Wessler in the flesh.
Так.
Wow. And you're still alive. That's quite an accomplishment.
But seriously, have you heard that he wants to get out of the black market business? Allegedly, he's trying to clear his name with some kind of new meat substitute.
His name's gonna be rather difficult to clear.
Да-да.
It's a heroic and impossible venture.
I haven't heard about it, but it's an interesting addition to what I know.
Which is?
Evan's been acting very strange lately, and he left most of his business dealings to one of his goons, Mickey, also known as the Butcher, the Mongrel, and the Slayer.
У нас был пекинес, которого звали Микки.
Yeah, we once had the pleasure of meeting him.
That's all I know, boys. I know it's not very much, but it's something, I guess. I'll keep my ears open.
Thanks, Mon.
Так, странный список
Listen,
имен.
Mon, a reliable old friend shoved this into my hand. Could you take a quick glance at it?
Quite an imposing list. What could those numbers mean? It could be a date even, but no. This is something
Да,
else.
там что-то непонятно.
That's what we were thinking too, and we got no.
Unfortunately not, boys. The names are imposing indeed, but based on this, it could be almost anything. The richest of the rich get together on all kinds of excuses.
It must be a secret cult.
It could be, of course, but also anything else.
Ну да.
I'm sorry I couldn't help you more.
Ah, don't mention it, Mon. Thanks for your time.
Or, wait a minute. There is something.
Now, stop teasing us, Mon.
I'm sure you've noticed that all the names in the list are men, right?
Yeah, of course we noticed.
О,
Thanks for the observation, Monica.
Don't mention it. I'm just a receptionist.
Наташа Кошенко.
We saw a pretty good show at the Czar Club tonight.
Good for you, I guess. Natasha?
Ага.
Natasha. She performed her new song. She also sang about why she called us there. Or rather, me.
And?
That's confidential, Dollface. Anyway, I can't help wondering about that woman. Her past is a mystery, and I couldn't draw much out of her in person either.
Women like her always have something to hide, Sonny. I think that's exactly what makes men fall head over heels for them.
Да-да.
I know another broad who's all mysterious.
Oh yeah? What's her name? I'll look her up if we have a file on her.
Marty, shut up.
Oh, you mean me, right?
All mysterious, full of secrets, and grace.
I didn't even hear that, Marty.
Ой, хорошо. Оливия Блэквик.
Do we have a file on a woman called Olivia Blackwig? She's currently working as Ibn Wessler's assistant.
We don't have a file on her, but there are a few Blackwigs that could be related to her. Mountain goat, crow, or caiman.
Crow, around 30 to 35. A very pretty socialite.
Maybe we have a catch then. Theodore Blackwig was a rather influential banker until he went bankrupt. He died a few years back, but his daughter could have ended up in the same social circles as Ibn.
Ну да, могла.
And since they lost their money, she took a job as his assistant.
Yeah, it would fit the picture. But it's a big city, Sonny. There may be more than one Crow family with a Blackwig name living here.
Thanks, Mon.
I'm glad I could help, boys, as always. If it doesn't take a lot of my time, that is.
We know. We're not even here anymore.
Хорошо.
Listen, doll, we have some questions.
Make it quick.
Так, все. С кем-то еще мы можем тут поговорить? Следующее. Так, ну тут ничего нового.
It
Марти.
may not be a good time to say this, but I've got a bad feeling about tonight.
You could have told me about that sooner, Sonny.
You can still turn back. Stay here and keep wasting ammo.
Like hell. Whatever insane shit's waiting for us, it's way better than dying of boredom.
Well, I'm sure we won't be bored.
I hope not.
Дурики.
Don't you want to practice a little? You must be all rusty after such a long hiatus.
Ну, можем пострелять немного.
If you want to know, I sometimes practice at the empty hotel.
Leslie lets you shoot up the place.
Он Льюис.
Lewis. And no, he doesn't. There's a room that one of the guerrillas of the Castilla clan had totally trashed. He won't notice one or two holes.
Ah, clever. Shall we go, or do you want to stay and shoot a bit?
I don't know. But don't worry, we'll soon be on our way.
Whatever you want, boss bird. Shall we go, or...
Хорошо, ну что, постреляем? Давайте постреляем чуть-чуть. О, что новенькое. Линда.
You sure we won't need Layla?
You call this monster Layla?
She's not a monster, Sonny. If you know how to treat her right, she's a real ballerina.
Да ты что?
Uh-huh. I believe you, pal, but we're not taking her.
Oh. And what if...
No, Marty. There's no way in hell we're taking a Tommy gun with us.
Ugh, all right.
I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody has ever complained.
Хорошо. Давайте постреляем чуток. Для разнообразия, так. Ой! Так. Да что ж такое? Вот блин. Что-то я вообще все очень плохо. Ну ладно. Ладно. Так, ну поехали. Хатку. А что там нового у меня? Кодекс. Совет 12. Хотя Кловель представляет собой монархию, реальная власть и полномочия находятся в лапах не только короля, но и Совета 12. Как считает большинство зверей, сам король всего лишь марионетка и символ. Совет составляют самые могущественные после короля звери в городе, в числе которых не только политики, но и влиятельные бизнесмены. По-моему, нет, Настя. Чисто развлекаловка. Но мы рекорд Марти побили. Так что, в принципе.
Well, if there's one thing I'd learned during 20 years of detective work, it's that if someone wants to meet you at a remote location at night, you should bring an army for backup. One time, me and Marty were stupid enough to underestimate a situation like that, and we never really recovered. And yet, here we were again, about to step alone into something hauntingly familiar. Only one tactic remained, as the old dogs say. Balls to the wall.
This place gives me the creeps.
I wouldn't say I like it either.
Let's take a look around before we go inside.
Textbook.
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
Shut up, Marty.
Шлюха. Что-то туфля.
Damn.
It's not a good sign.
Maybe she just lost it when she hurried into the house.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Do you think it belongs to Natasha?
No idea. Do you think I measured her feet when I was in her room?
Not sure I want to know, but I wouldn't be surprised. Should we take it?
Hell no. I'll buy you one if you want. This is police business.
Do you mean the real cops? Do you think...
I'm almost certain my crest is tingling.
Гребнем чую.
Damn it. Well, thank God I have a weapon on me, or two.
Или два.
When do you not have one?
Fair point.
Stop staring at it. You're freaking me out.
Okay, I just like shoes.
Furry hell, Marty, I don't want to know. Stop staring at
Окей,
it.
так, хорошо. Надпись.
So, this is the word. What can I say? The message is loud and clear.
Ну да.
Yeah, what matters is who is it for and what does it mean?
I can't misunderstand that if I wanted to.
We'll see.
Wait a second, did that bimbo put a spell on you? As you used to say, don't let it cloud your objective judgment, Boss Bird.
Watch who you're talking to, boy.
You wrote that down?
It burned into my mind.
You wrote that down?
Так, багажник.
Chicken police, hands up.
Marty, that's enough.
Ой, боже мой.
Chicken police, hands up.
Понятно, ну, идемте вовнутрь.
Marty, before we enter, did you bring Big Bertha?
Of course, he's in the trunk.
It's time to get Her Majesty out.
That's what I like to hear.
Так. Big Bad.
Let's go.
Hello, my beauty.
Just don't point it at me.
Aw, scared? Take it easy. I swore I'm not gonna shoot you again.
Very gallant of you, partner.
Ага.
Why, are you still pissed at me? I'm happy to remind you why you got shot the first time.
I get it. Just shut the fuck up already.
It's the nothing.
What was that?
Forget it. Just an old quote from a movie. It means it's fucking dark in here.
Flashlight.
Сплю.
I didn't bring one.
Me neither. What a pair of fucking professionals.
Да. Грёбаных профессионалов.
But you do have a shotgun with you.
We should have shotguns for this kind of deal.
Чумачечий.
Is that from an old movie?
No, it's an original.
Ага.
Figures.
Дебора! Это Дебора!
She was lying on the floor as if she was sleeping. She looked peaceful, almost. The large pool of blood ruined the picture. Poor, delicate Deborah. Maybe you were too pure and innocent for this city. But in the
Да.
end, its filth pulled you under. You know, no animal can swim in high heels.
Перевод. Никто не сможет удержаться на плаву на шпильках. Он говорит, что ни одно животное не сможет плыть на шпильках.
Wild gods. Fuck even.
Крять.
Yeah, it's her. Deborah. The girl who came to my office.
Отличненько.
I figured. But what the hell happened? Was it Natasha? Is this what you wanted us to see?
No. I mean, I don't think so, Marty. She seemed very attached to the girl, and I believed her. Furthermore, she has no motive to kill her. Natasha meant some object. Something maybe the killer wanted, too. And the poor girl was trying to protect it.
Крять? Да. Тебе не показалось, Настя. Да.
Did she seem that kind of girl?
She risked a lot simply by coming to see me. She would have done it for her mistress.
Why is she naked? Was it sexual? I mean, there's no sign of struggle. She seems untouched. Maybe she knew her assailant. Was it a lover?
This looks premeditated. So far, the messages have appeared in weird places, but This is a new level. It's no longer just about empty threats.
Well, maybe Natasha's on her way here right now. Or she was already here and something happened to her, too. Kidnapped, or worse.
Those are possibilities, but we can't wait. We don't have time for guessing. Search the house. Search everything. The room's not trashed. Whoever did this wasn't looking for the same thing we are.
Or they knew exactly where to find it. Wait, what are we looking for exactly?
I have no idea, but it's something important. Things like that have a way of getting noticed when you come across them.
Да.
Amen to that.
Так, а ну, давайте почитаем. Так, Дебора мертва, на ее спине тоже написано «шлюха». Мы нашли тело Деборы в воскресном коттедже Наташи. Она была голая, на спине оставили послание. Так, там что-то про Марти еще было, да? От вида Деборы Марти немного в шоке. Его можно понять. Я знал, что это будет необычное дело, но не хотел втягивать этот комок перьев в такую передрягу. Окей. Что мы маємо тут? Семейное фото, странная картина. О, какая прелесть! Класс!
It's an exceptionally beautiful piece. What does it depict, I wonder?
I have no idea, Sonny. It's so art, I'm scared to have an opinion.
Окей.
Nice.
Семья кошечек, да.
Yeah, it really is.
Так. О, какая прелесть. Но вот эти все, это явно русские голубые. А вот этот какой-то барбос непонятный.
This must be Natasha's family.
Wealthy.
Do you think she's from the Stavonian Tsar's family?
Интересно.
Oh, nobody could have survived that massacre. But I'm sure this family was also close to the fire.
What is she doing here anyway? What, an alias? Keeping secrets, and now this case? Do you think it's all connected somehow?
Let's not draw hasty conclusions, Marty. Look at those clothes. Could it be a military family?
Ну, похоже.
Maybe. Or Stavonian fashion.
Your intuition always astounds me, Marty. What would I do without you?
And there you go.
We can't take it with us, but remember what you've seen.
Yes, sir, Bossbird, sir.
What are you trying to tell me, Natasha? What are you trying to...
Окей. Ну, это какой-то приз.
This... What is this exactly?
Похоже.
A human. Mythical creature. Quite the cult in
Класс.
Iveria. The whole country's full of these statues.
Мифическое существо человек. Угу.
Does it mean anything?
They say humans are the keepers of secrets and the messengers of chaos and destruction.
Это символичненько.
You don't think...
Let's take a closer look. Molly loved things like this.
How about this one here goes missing and,
Don't even finish that sentence, Marty. Molly loved...
How about this...
Окей. Так, там у нас что-то...
Damn, just like in the adventure books. Rich animals are all insane.
You have a point.
Там мы что-то открыли.
Well, you can't be serious. Is this some kind of...
Yeah, it's a riddle, Marty.
But it doesn't make any sense. Why use something as simple as this when a 4-digit number is almost impossible?
An idle whim, or the riddle has a meaning.
Maybe. 4 animals into 4 places. What does it represent?
Think, Marty. Where did we see 4 animals holding something in their hands?
Так, хорошо. Секунду. Люди. Человек — это мифическое существо, упоминание о котором встречается во многих сказаниях и легендах. Обычно он предстает в них мудрым существом, хранителем тайн, но при этом выглядит двояко, потому что сеет хаос и разруху. По мнению многих, этот символ означает, что за некоторые тайные знания приходится дорого платить. Познавая эти тайны, мы навлекаем на себя проклятие. Некоторые считают, что люди — это посланники Нкватити, бога небытия, и обычно изображают их в виде ангелов с крыльями. Прикольно. Хорошо. Что тут за загадка? Цапля, овца, тигр и волк. И лев. И ястреб. Волк. Окей, до хрена. Хорошо, давайте будем на тело смотреть, что ли.
Anything interesting in there?
Yeah, I think there is.
Бедная антилопа.
The message. Here, too.
Yes, but this isn't about Deborah, and wasn't meant for her.
It was meant for Natasha.
Да вы что?
Obviously.
Как они догадались?
What have we gotten ourselves into, Sonny?
I don't know, Marty, but let's get ourselves out of it as soon as possible.
I really shouldn't be here, you know? It's New Year's Eve. I should be out partying, not dealing with this shit.
Well, it's a little late for that. I told you it was gonna be a rough ride.
What you told me was it's gonna take a few hours, and it's practically nothing.
And you believe me.
Yeah, I was an idiot.
Here you go.
Окей. Что мы взяли?
SN. Could be the initials of a person, a place, a company, or a club. Too many possibilities.
Ну да.
But we must find out where it's from. SN.
Хорошо.
Ironic.
Окей. Загадка про этих зверей я пока даже не знаю, как ее открыть. Что тут еще есть? Телефон. Выход.
We should call the department. Anonymously, of course.
Do you still remember the number? I haven't called my own workplace in years.
Cretin. Of course I remember. 555-111.
Is it? Since when?
Since they invented the telephone.
Yeah, of course. No, I knew that. I was just testing you.
Да.
Yeah, right.
Так, секунду, ну я пока не хочу звонить в полицию. А, это выход. Ну, тогда, наверное... Вообще хрен знает. Кто тут? Волк, тигр, лиса, лев. Я что-то вообще без понятия. Как это разгадать? Тут вот кошки нарисованные. Хрен знает. Давайте звонить в полицию.
Clarville PD, how can I help you?
I found a corpse. A woman. She's dead. Cold. The address is Rochester Street, 37, Flowerville.
Ага.
Sir, please, would you repeat that?
Rochester Street, 37. Write it down and hurry up for the sake of the wild ones. Hurry! Hurry!
Like a pro.
Like a pro.
Yep, like I've done it before.
Ага.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot.
How can you forget a face like that? How many times have you seen a three-headed monkey in your life?
I have a memory of a chicken, you know?
That's for sure. Now let's get the hell out of here.
Така загадка. Блин. Так, может у нас что-то было в информации, в кодексе в каком-нибудь? Про 4 зверей. А ну, сейчас я быстренько пробегусь. Угу. 3 бога. Так, Лирия. Это нет. Миг. Хроники Кловеля. Полония. Вектор. Блин, ну я даже не знаю. У меня, по-моему, ничего такого нет. Вообще. Ладно. Может, мы сюда еще сможем вернуться? Скок-дог. Полицейский участок. Давайте сначала в скок-дог, наверное. Чувак.
Hey, old man. Everything all right? Any trouble?
Still nothing.
Окей, молчи дальше. Так, тут все то же самое.
So, how about you tell me what you're really doing?
Not a chance, Timbo. The truth is,
We're sorry, pal.
Так, тут все то же самое тоже.
Huh?
is it forbidden to stand around?
Go stand around.
Тут ничего. Может, надо было на машину тыцнуть?
Stop staring at it. You're freaking me out.
You wrote that down?
It burned into my...
Значит, мы там что-то не сделали? Может быть, нужно, ну, типа, хищника, травоядного, птицу. Или только хищников. Ну, допустим, это хищник, вот это хищник тоже. И вот это. Ну, из кошачьих тут только лев и тигр. Травоядных тут 2 всего. Так, лев. Допустим, птица, овца. Что-то я даже не знаю.
Poor girl.
Yeah, something like
What are we gonna do about her?
nothing. We can call the police. Anonymously, of course.
Так мы уже вызвали. Они едут вообще или нет? Нет ответа. Окей. Ну так и что делать? Я что-то не пойму.
Well, keep up the good work, boys.
Or this hanging around?
Thanks, chap.
Listen, doll, we have some questions.
Make it quick, boys. I'm busy.
Я, похоже, что-то не понимаю.
Did you ever notice how much bigger the lion and the fox are than the other
О,
animals?
You know, maybe all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others.
Huh. So that's why our king's a fox and not a sheep or a bird, right?
It's maybe a little late, but you're starting to get it, detective.
Where are the insects anyway? And the reptiles? Did you ever think about that?
Many times. I think they didn't fit the idyllic image, so they've been left out. Simple as that.
That says a lot about this city.
It says everything, Monty.
так. Лев, лиса, овца, цапля. Хорошо. Лев, лиса, овца, цапля. Ага.
Hello there. What could this be? Maybe a piece of a painting.
And there's some kind of squiggle on it. The signature of the painter? Yeah, I can't make it out. It's a piece of a painting. Judging by how well it was hidden, I'm sure this is what Natasha wanted to show us. It's a piece of a painting.
Что теперь?
Judging by how well it was hidden.
Хорошо.
So a piece of a painting? That's it? And what's that smear on it?
It's too illegible to be a signature. It could be anything.
Well, maybe Natasha can help us. After all, this is what she wanted to show us, isn't it?
Well, that's if we find her. She should be here by now.
True. Well, then what's next? How about we peck around town some more?
We could do that, but I think we should gather what we know and try to figure out where we can go from here. Bourbon in my office.
You know what? After all this, I could use a drink.
Right answer.
Газетный киоск Муллина, новое место появилось какое-то. И царь-клуб. Так, ну давайте в газетный киоск съездим. Мы там не были еще ни разу.
Should we say hi to the old beaver?
Бобер.
Sure. Mullen is an old friend, so he certainly deserves a hello. And we do need information.
Few people know as much about Clawville as the old wood chomper. An encyclopedia in the flesh.
Yeah, he always has something.
Так. Где он тут? Тут я его не вижу. Имя Геркулес Муллен. Вид бобр. Пол мужской. Особая примета — старый Полантайн, как и сам город. Мулин — старый товарищ, которого я знал, когда еще пернатых копов не было. А это ужасно давно. Я звал его дядя Мулин, когда был еще зеленым патрульным, хотя он всего-то на пару лет старше меня. В нем есть много качеств, которые я бы хотел иметь. Он честный, мудрый и всегда веселый. Мулин знает почти все про всех, кто стоит внимания. Нужно этим воспользоваться. Так, я сделаю небольшой перерывчик, если вы не против. Так. Музычка. Вот скоро вернусь. Хорошо. Настасья. Так, где тут? Ага. Так, я вернулась. Сейчас мы продолжим. Музыка, спасибо. Так. Секунду. Поехали. Классная картинка. Мертвецкие, ну короче, тихая ночь. Очень. Пиги-диги лотерея. Чувствуешь ли ты себя таким же удачливым, как этот парень? Машина Муллена.
Mullen's car. Ancient, but kind of beautiful. Like the old beaver himself.
Какая прелесть.
Seems like the kiosk is still a good business.
Ну,
Seems like
слава богу.
the taxi company for the upper class only. Politicians and gangsters. I had a chance to travel in one of these once. I was being taken to my own execution. But that's another story.
Окей.
I had a chance.
Хорошо.
Murdoch and Falcon is a famous law firm in Clawville, run by a blind bat and a
По-моему,
bird-brained
Мёрдок
falcon.
это фамилия сорви головы. И у них тоже была адвокатская контора Мёрдок и кто-то там в сериале. Ну, наверное, в самом комиксе тоже было.
They had some big-time cases that helped make their name. I hope I'll have the opportunity to work with them in the future.
Окей.
They had some
Хорошо.
things are indestructible, right?
Yeah. Mullen's kiosk's been here since I was a little chick. My old
Птенячество.
man used to drive here from the other side of town for his daily papers.
Yeah, many still do. He certainly is something.
Mullen's a wizard from a forgotten age.
Извините.
Yeah, kind of. This newspaper booth has been standing here for more than 100 years. It was always run by the Mullen family, like some strange monument to a forgotten age.
Хорошо. У Чендлера.
Chandler's used to
Chandler
be quite
Bing.
a prestigious cafe.
Oh my
Magnificent animals
God.
had breakfast here, and in the evenings, philosophers and writers would get drunk together and argue. The place is now just a second-hand bookshop, just a shadow of its former self.
Да,
Like so
Настя.
many things in this city, like me. I wonder if they've got the entire Chicken Police series.
Ой, тут
Not that I
противные
give a
голоса.
cluck, of
О
course.
май гад. Так, хроники
The
Кловеля.
Clawville Chronicle, the most read and probably the most biased newspaper in the
Смех в
city.
точку.
It's supposed to be a
Да.
royalist rag, but the separatist
Я
overtones
старалась.
are getting stronger and stronger every day.
Окей. Ой, я вижу плейбой, по-моему. Хей-бой. Хей-бой. Хей это типа трава, которую кролики едят.
We're getting older and older, and Mullen's not changing a bit. Where's the justice in that?
He's just eternal.
Like an ancient god or something. Or the personification of the city.
Блин, Настя, ты видела новую палетку Huda Beauty The New Naughty называется палетка. А, она такая красивая. Ради таких палеток хочется научиться краситься. Я не знаю, что я вспомнила.
What a lovely
Ну,
thought.
ладно.
But if the city took shape, it would most likely be some kind of vermin.
Окей.
Yeah, true. But that wasn't very politically correct coming from you, pal.
Well.
Hey, you know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know, Marty. You're too good for this world.
Oh.
Aw, thanks, boss.
It wasn't a compliment, Marty. Mullen never closes his kiosk, not even on
Он
New
тут
Year's
сутками
Eve.
стоит.
Hey, Hercule.
Ой, какая
What's
прелесть.
up, old friend?
Hello, me lads. It's good to see you. What are you doing around here where you never see a cat go by?
We're working, Uncle Mullen, just
Дядя
like you.
Мулин.
But I'm afraid we're also walking a little bit outside the law.
But it's New Year's Eve. Couldn't it wait a bit? Whatever the case is, it can't be that serious.
Блин, кто-то в «Игре престолов» так разговаривал. Не могу вспомнить, кто.
I'm afraid it is. Maybe you can help us with a few things. After all, you know everyone in the city.
What a compliment. But of course I'll help if I can. I know you ever since you appeared in the city. Young, fresh, full of ambition. And little Marty had been just a chick when he was already coming here every day with
Aw.
his daddy, eh? You're like
Oh,
me
Mila.
sons, so you are.
Aw, thanks, Uncle Mullen.
What's up, old man? Is everything all right?
Me bones are creaking. My eyesight's getting more and more blurry, and sometimes I hear sounds that aren't even there. I think I'm getting old. Or maybe I've gone crazy already, but the old ticker's still ticking. So, here I am.
Ah, it's good to still have an old familiar spot in the city.
Ah, nothing lasts forever, boys. So, what is this dirt you've ended up in again, eh?
Just a simple case, strumming personal strings. That's why I couldn't refuse it. You know the tune.
Well, yeah. Same old song, eh?
Yeah, it's a classic. Thanks, old pal.
Да. Роберт Ибн Уэсли.
Ibn's a ruthless gangster, that's for sure. But he's not bloodthirsty or stupid. You're not in danger until you're in his way. And that's not so easy to manage as the whole city's in his hands.
How come they never tried to approach you, Uncle?
What? Of course they tried. They
Классно
wanted
он
to buy
ржет.
the whole area and build some huge parking garage on it. Mongrel Mick, Ibn's #1 thug, came here and threatened me more than once. If I hadn't dug me heels in, the others would have sold up. The lawyers behind me, even Biff, the owner of Chandler's. But I told them, over my cold dead carcass.
Oh, looks like it worked.
I'm too much for him, lads. Or I'm just too famous around here to get rid of. We could say Ibn's almost almighty, but he avoids scandal like rats avoid fire.
That's a good one.
I'm a poor nobody, my lads, but my name still carries meaning. This place has always belonged to my family. If my dead body had been found here or in the Times, it would have caused a scandal, even without any evidence. So, he usually listens to reason.
Это хорошо.
When I talked to him tonight, he seemed confused, dissolute, and impetuous to me.
That's uncharacteristic. Are you sure it was him?
Are you joking? Ibn Wessler's not usually confused with anyone else.
У Марти очень классный голос. Реально.
Of course I'm joking. Beaver humor, you know? Nobody gets it. Not even the beavers.
Good one again.
Так, а ну, что там пишут про Ибна Уэслера? Где он? Ага. После шоу Ибн... А ну, это было уже. Маленькие грязные лапки Ибна добрались до каждого темного уголка в городе. Его люди даже несколько раз приходили к старому доброму Муллину. Так. Марти Макцып.
Hey, Martin, my lad, what's up? How's that beautiful wife of yours?
Laura's perfectly fine, thank you.
Я что-то не пойму. То они говорят, что они женятся, то она уже его жена. И опять вот она его жена. Наверное, там что-то с переводом не то было.
It's crazy you could grab an amazing woman like her, son. Are you blackmailing her with something?
Молодец.
Ah, I missed your famous beaver humor.
Бобриный юмор.
I'm just messing with you, son. Anyway, you look good. You're in good shape. You look more like a turkey than a rooster, if you ask me.
Thanks.
This is priceless. Thanks, Hercule. We'll be back again soon.
Yeah, sure will.
Чё, обиделся? Моника Роза.
Nice girl. She used to come here for a while, but I think she moved downtown.
Yeah, she's the poster girl for workaholism. She lives in an apartment across from the PD, but sleeps at the station, if she sleeps at all.
Нормально.
Some animals just race and race through the years of their life
Извините.
until someone stops them and makes them wind down.
Ну, я знаю, кто бы с удовольствием успокоил Монику. Да, Марти?
Is there someone like that waiting for everyone?
Indeed there is, somewhere. Usually not where we're looking for them.
Yeah, right.
Геркулес Муль.
How's Desiree?
Дизары.
What about her? She's still beautiful, and she's still my wife, and I still don't get why she hasn't left me already.
Because she's too much like you stubborn old dam builder.
You see, you're right about that.
Дамбостроем он
sonny
его
boy.
назвал, а не бобром. Ты долбанный старый дамбострой. Плотинострой. Ну, в общем.
And the cubs?
Кутята? Что за кутята?
Cubs? More like jumbo cubs. Johnson's a hotshot lawyer in Galadia, and Timmy also left Clawville to try his luck in Grassmore. But who could blame them?
Good move.
Ah, yeah, but they visit me often, though. They're good kids.
I know, pal. They're from a good litter.
If you say so, sonny.
Так, что-то там новое было. Секунду. Так. Про нее было что-то новое. Моника такой трудоголик, что даже переехала в дом напротив участка. Несмотря на это, она часто ночует в участке. Хорошо. Муллин. Дети Муллина давно улетели из гнезда, но он вечен и неукротим. Прямо как какая-то древняя скала, на которой стоит город. Так. Грассмор. Грассмор — это страна Саван, чё я несу? Которая в течение 2 столетий была одной из колоний Кловеля и обрела независимость лишь в 792 году. В Грассморе в основном обитают мирные травоядные животные экзотических видов. Прикольно. Так, Наташа Кошенко.
You know anything about a woman named Natasha Katsenko?
Sonny boy, what have you gotten yourself into again? That lass is Ibn Wester's protege, to put it politely. She's the crown jewel of the city, a shining new star. If you dare talk to a gal such as her, you can expect some serious lead poisoning, my boy.
Well, I suppose I should have come to you first for advice. Doesn't matter now. We're in it, Uncle. Up to our combs.
If you'll accept the advice of an old shaggy beaver, get to the end of it as quickly as you can, and try to make it out with all your feathers.
Yeah, that's the plan. But do you know anything about her? Anything, interesting?
As I've heard, Natasha is quite a mysterious lass. She came from the Stavonian Tsardom and fled to Clawville, but from what? No one knows. Some years of her life are shrouded in mystery, and that rarely means good.
Таки да.
You're right about that. So, that's your advice? Be careful?
At least, sonny boy. And one more thing.
Да-да.
What's that?
Never fall in love with a woman like her.
Thanks, Hercule. I wasn't planning to.
Nobody plans to, Sonny. Just take care of each other, okay? And always carry a good gun in your pocket.
Oh, I always have one in every pocket, old-timer.
I know, Martin. I know.
Хорошо, что там про кошечку пишут нового. Так. Что-то не вижу ничего нового. Ага, вот. Мы знаем, когда Наташа попала в Кловель, но несколько лет ее жизни остаются полной загадкой. Даже всезнающий Мулин немногое нам о ней рассказал. Хорошо.
So, what is it you want to know? I'm at your service, my lads.
Thanks, old pal. Let's see.
Так, но мы уже все обсудили, да? Угу.
Seems him and me are very much alike. Seems him...
Значит, отсюда можно уходить. Хорошо. Дель Атлас. Полицейский участок. Царь клуб. Давайте в клуб съездим.
So what are we doing here again, Sonny?
I don't know. Maybe we could question Natasha.
Do you think she's here?
Who knows, Marty? We'll see.
There's Philmar. Maybe he knows something.
Yeah, maybe he's not drunk as a skunk.
Stop projecting onto others, old chicken.
Ah, shut the clock up, Marty.
No, I'm sorry I hurt your precious feelings,
Aw.
boss bird.
Филмор, ты трезв?
Philmar looks a bit soaked, doesn't he?
Well, it is raining.
I didn't mean the rain, Marty.
Yeah, I know.
Поговорили.
Still, let's ask him what he saw. Maybe he can tell us something useful.
If the old man still sees anything, eagle eye or not.
Still, let's ask him what...
Так, хорошо.
Hey, old bird. What are you waiting for out here in the rain?
Ой. Пардон. Так.
Is that you, boys? I'm a little, tired.
Устал. Ага.
I
Так.
can see that, pal.
Oh, it's alright.
Да.
Can't find my car.
Ага.
I don't see very well in the rain. My eyesight's pretty bad. I should wear glasses. Imagine that. A hawk wearing glasses.
Yeah, it's funny.
There ain't nothing funny about it, Snowflake.
Снежок.
Whoa, all right, sorry.
Have you seen Natasha or Ibn since we left?
Ibn, he scuppered off a long time ago. Natasha, I haven't seen her.
Thanks anyway, pal. Good luck with finding your car. You want some help?
Could it be that I didn't come here by car? What do you think, Sonny?
Пиздец.
Old friend?
Well, I wouldn't know that, Phil, but you take care, all right?
Ah, you're telling me? Oh, that's funny.
Филмор в телеку.
Sonny, pal, listen.
Tell me, Phil.
I like you. Really, I do. So listen here. Whatever happens, you hear? Whatever happens,
Ой.
never fall in love with that woman.
You mean Natasha?
Взгляд у Сони.
Who else would I mean, bird brain?
Okay, okay, Phil. I promise.
Like hell. Maybe I came by bike.
Bike, huh? I have a hard time imagining that,
Ой,
pal.
пиздец, боже мой.
Yeah, right. Me too.
Maybe you flew, huh?
Don't you provoke me, Marty. You hear?
Hey, I was just kidding. Don't peck off my tail feathers, brother.
Still, let's ask him what he's...
Так, не то. Ой.
Don't get me wrong, boss, but I saw how that song affected you.
What song?
Stop playing innocent, Sonny. Natasha's song, it made you freeze. I've never seen you like that before.
Yeah, you're imagining things, Marty. I was just paying attention because I like the song. It has a really good orchestration.
Orchestration, huh?
Shut the cluck up, Marty.
Завали клевала.
Okay, okay. Keep your feathers on.
Maybe.
Bike, huh?
Так, хорошо. О, Арчибальд.
Hey, boys, tell me, is Natasha still inside?
I can't give you any information about that, gentlemen. I'm sorry.
Ah, the regulations. I know. We've gotten used to it.
I am glad to hear that.
And your boss, Wessler? Can we find him in the VIP lounge?
I'm afraid I can't tell you that either.
But we can take a look for ourselves, right?
No problem, gentlemen.
Thanks, Wooly.
Вули. Ой.
Your friend's not the talkative type, is he? He understands what we're saying, right?
Don't anger me, chicken, or I'll tear out your throat before you could say hemp seed.
Ha! Just try, Fleabag.
Hey, folks, relax. The night's still young. We'll have plenty of time to tear each other's throats out, but right now we're busy.
Huh. You're right.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Не, Арчибальд пупсик.
Excuse me, are you the parking valet?
You lost.
Ah, I'll have to practice that some more. Excuse me, are you the...
Окей. Что тут у нас? О, обстановочка немного изменилась. Так,
Hello again, Bojack.
Боуджек. Это отсылка к мультфильму, который я тебе советовала, Настя. Конь Боджек. Я не знаю, почему они это перевели как легавый. По-моему, это не переводится так.
Please don't call me that, sir.
You're right. I'm sorry. What's your name again?
Well, if you really must know, I'm Lance, sir.
Okay, Lance. Listen, it's very important.
Oh, please, sir. Don't get me involved in anything. I just want to get my shift over with and go home to sleep.
Oh, home to sleep.
Relax. There won't be a problem. Just answer the questions honestly. Oh, if I must, let's give it a try.
Классно, у него ноздри шевелятся.
Right, kid.
Lance.
Lance. Yeah. So, have you seen Natasha since her performance?
Oh, no. Don't ask me anything about Miss Kitsenko and Mr. Wessler. It could cost me my job or even more. Hey, it's a matter of national security.
It could be.
Yeah, see, it could be. So, if you help, you won't only be helping us, but the crown and the whole city of Clawville. Oh, okay, all right. Just stop that chicken shit, will ya? I saw Natasha, yeah. She came down, spoke with someone, then stormed out the front door.
Okay.
And then what happened?
She came right back in 2 or 3 minutes later, soaked to the bone. She was in a hurry. She went up to her suite, then came back down and left.
And you haven't seen her since?
I genuinely haven't seen her ever since, sir.
Thanks, Lance. You've been a great help.
I'm happy to hear that. So Natasha had left.
Seems so. But she never arrived at the weekend house.
Then
we'll stay with the original plan. We'll gather our thoughts at the office and go over everything we know.
Okay, Boss Bird, lead the way.
Нам больше ничего не скажет?
If anyone asks, Lance, we were never here.
Sure, sir.
If anyone asks, Lance...
Окей. Так, что тут у нас? Женщины тут, конечно, впечатляющие. Ничего не скажешь.
Whatever you say, Sonny, what Natasha was doing on the stage, no man can ignore. Or woman, for that matter.
I didn't say I ignored it, Marty, but you gotta learn to separate the client from the job.
Ah, that's a cheap script, Sonny. You know the world doesn't work like that. And you definitely don't work like that.
If you say so. Bourbon moon hangs in the sky.
Хорошо. О, Оливия.
Wessler's secretary could even know something useful. Wessler's...
So we meet again. How unpleasant.
I'm sorry, Olivia. We won't keep you long. Perhaps you could tell us if you've seen Natasha.
She hired you and you already lost sight of her? That's unfortunate.
Господи.
We should have met her, but she didn't show up. Should we be worried?
Are you asking me that? I haven't seen her since she was on stage. Not like I was paying any attention to her or anything.
Да.
Thanks, sweetheart. We won't bother you anymore.
Thanks, Olivia.
Don't mention it.
Суровая дама.
Just one more thing, Toots. Could you perhaps tell us where Mr. Wessler is?
I'm his assistant, not his babysitter. Be he.
Клюек.
So you don't know?
I have no idea.
Roger that. Thank you.
So, gentlemen, is there anything else?
Nah, thanks, Olivia. We're good.
Хорошо. И тут никого, да? А что там новое появилось? Хрен его знает, да? Что новое появилось? After the show. После шоу Ибн подозрительно быстро покинул церковь. Ну хорошо. Так, ладно. Уходим.
Excuse me, are you...
Так, и ты про велосипед, да?
Maybe.
Окей, так. Можем съездить в полицейский участок еще.
Phyllis and Roy's are nowhere to be seen. Praise the great wild ones.
Well, let's hope this is a good omen.
Maybe finally the pincushions have started to do something with themselves.
Ужас, что такое? Коронавирус. Ой.
And maybe it's not a coincidence, since we've just found a dead body, Marty.
Yeah. What can I say? The night's starting to get off, huh? Just like the good old days.
Спасибо, Настя.
Well, let's just hope there won't be any more surprises tonight.
You don't believe that, do you, boss?
Да уж. Так, сначала к Монике я лучше подойду.
I see the boss is ready to explode today.
What did you expect? The
Да не,
madness
вроде.
kicked in and he's got to be at the PD. Deputy
Ну, что-то
Malloy's
чихаю.
blind drunk.
Что-то горло шкребет. Ну, вообще нормальное самочувствие. Надеюсь,
What's the
ничего
name of the old
серьезного.
man's wife again? Poor lady.
Marcia. She was waiting here for a while too, hoping it'll only take a few minutes. But as soon as they saw the state Malloy was in, she got into a taxi and went home.
So that's why the old hound's so angry.
Please, boys, don't make him more so, all right?
Окей.
Unfortunately, I can't promise that, doll.
As usual.
Так, странная
Look
карточка.
what we found, Mon. Does this mean anything to you?
It's beautiful. Embossed, gilded. These are rare. But I've never seen anything like this one before. Where's it from?
I'm afraid that's a secret, at least for now.
You haven't taken vital evidence from a crime scene, I hope.
Нет, не-не-не.
Oh, what are you thinking?
On my feathers. You're gonna be in trouble, boys.
Да. Щипать мои перья.
Only if we don't wrap it up, Mon.
Дебора Ивановна.
Listen, Mon, that girl they found in Flowerville.
You've seen her, right?
Yes, we were first on the scene.
Boys, you know I should report you immediately, don't you?
We know, Mon. We're only asking for a little more time. We're hot on the trail. If you learn anything, would you, please tell us?
Are you crazy?
Hey, keep it down. Blood boils right behind us.
Please, Mon. It's a matter of life and death.
God damn. Okay, but only because I can see how much it means to you.
Thanks, doll. We'll be forever grateful. Good old Fillmore hasn't been sniffing around here recently.
Yeah, he was here a week and a half ago. He used the archives and took out some public records.
That's all?
That's all. Oh, and he asked me out for a coffee.
I hope you said no.
Why are you so interested, Marty?
No, I'm not. I just...
I told him no. Just like I told you no on all 25 occasions.
Glad to hear that.
Hey, Mon. Is the boss, angry today?
Angry? That's an understatement.
I see the New Year's madness has started. Everyone busy?
As normal, boys. The city's gone crazy, and we already have our first dead body. They found a girl in Flowerville. It's a nasty case.
What do we know about it?
Sonny, you know I can't tell you.
Oh, come on, Mon. I only have 120 days left. We could pretend these are my last beautiful days.
On my feathers, Sonny, stop that. It's so not your style.
He's been like this all day.
Shut up, Marty. Come on, Mon.
All right. Though I don't know much. The girl was found inside a house. I won't tell you the address. I have a hunch you already know.
Why do you think that?
Never mind. Anyway, she was naked, but there wasn't any sign of a struggle. There was a message written on the wall and on her back, too.
That's all?
That's all.
Thanks, Mon.
You're not gonna ask what the message was?
Oh yeah.
Да,
What
да.
was it?
You already know, don't you?
I'm an open book to you, Mon.
One I've read too many times.
Да.
Can I be honest? I'm worried about you boys. You haven't gotten mixed up in some shady affair, have you?
Да.
We have. Sorry, Mon. I could never lie to you.
Well, then I strongly advise you to get yourself out of it because I'm not in the mood for your funeral, all right?
Furry gods, don't be so extreme, Mon. It's just some routine sniffing around on New Year's Eve.
You don't do routine, boys. When you're sniffing around, fire and chaos follow.
Hey, you're not Meredith H. Marble, the author of the Chicken Police books, by any chance? That would have been a great blurb.
I'm not joking, boys.
Okay, Mon. We'll be careful.
I hope so.
Так, хорошо.
Don't do anything crazy, all right?
Okay, Mon. No promises, though.
Don't do anything crazy, all
Окей,
right?
тут все. Теперь давайте с начальником.
Shouting in 3, 2, 1.
And action.
Martin, what the hell do you think you're doing?
We're just patrolling, sir.
At the station?
No, we're here for something else, sir.
You missed me, huh?
Конечно.
No, sir. I mean, yes, sir. I mean...
Why are you grinning, Santino?
I can't grin, sir. I have a beak. Don't be cute. I can see it in your eyes. Should I close them, sir?
Don't you peck at me, chicken, you hear?
We're not even here anymore, Chief. We just quickly stopped by for something.
Get out of my sight.
Yes, sir.
You're on duty. Am I right, Martin?
Yes, sir.
Then why the hell are you standing here? Don't you have something to do?
I do, sir.
Then fuck off. And you, Sonny, don't even think about saying anything. I can already see you're dying to say something funny.
I wouldn't think about it, sir.
You're on duty.
Yeah.
Так,
I
хорошо.
wouldn't think about
Damn it, Sonny. Why do we have to do this?
You'll survive, Marty. If he hasn't chopped your head off before, he's not going to do it tonight.
I'm not so sure about that. Damn it, Sonny. Why do...
Так.
Officer Barkman, one of Blood Boil's little protégés.
Хорошо. В общем, тут все. Мы, наверное, можем пока уходить. Ой, не-не-не-не-не-не-не. Марти.
Shouldn't you be somewhere else, Marty? I mean, anywhere else.
You know, I spend every New Year's Eve in here, Sonny. Ever since that New Year's Eve. It's better if I try to distract my thoughts, and work's the best way to do it.
You mean fire rounds all night long?
You drink, I fire. No offense.
No offense taken.
And you, boss? Do you still think about the Bloody New Year's?
Almost every day, Marty. Almost every goddamn rust-eaten day.
Ночь, которая навсегда изменила жизнь Сони и Марти. Все началось со странного звонка, неожиданного визита тигрицы и закончилось в инкубационном доме, где наша пара увидела следы небывалой бойни. Сони оказался лично замешан в деле, когда странный злоумышленник в цилиндре стал угрожать его семье, но ускользнул, прежде чем его удалось задержать. По правде говоря, дело так до сих пор не закрыто официально, но под давлением генерального прокурора газеты сообщили о славном триумфе пернатых копов. Отсюда и пошла легенда из досадной лжи.
You know, pal, you're damn lucky with Laura. A woman like her.
With a feathery loser like me?
I didn't mean it that way. And that she hasn't already eaten you for breakfast.
Yeah, that too.
Интересно, кто у него жена?
Not that I want to dig around in your private life, but weren't you ever afraid of her?
Of Laura? Why? Because she's a predator?
А какой именно она хищник?
Yes, and because you're a chicken. And because you work for the predatory division.
Интересно.
No, boss, never. Not for a second. There isn't a woman in the world more gentle than her.
No.
I believe you, pal. Good for you.
Yeah, it is. Well, who's gonna be the first one to get emotional? Come on, give me a hug.
Ah, shut up, Marty.
Да ну нет.
Well,
Окей, уходим отсюда. Так, или тут еще можно с кем-то. Нет, тут все. Окей. Так, едем в отель.
We had no choice but to continue the investigation where it started. In that shady little apartment I called
Эти
home.
рожи, это пипец.
The only lead was the list Fillmore gave us, with all those imposing names on it. But what could it mean? And why did Natasha keep it secret from us? But most importantly, what did all this have to do with Deborah's death? The trail started to get cold, and so did the air outside. There was something unsettling in the black clouds, hiding all the stars. I prayed that they didn't bring an early snowfall. The night was already painful enough.
So, what are we doing here?
Trying to calm down. I'll have a shot.
Sure you will.
And we're trying to put the pieces together, of course. figure out what's next.
Окей.
And what is next, Boss Bird?
Let's take a look at what we've learned so far. So, how did this
О,
whole case
прикольно.
start?
Это как в этом. This is the police. Так, как это дело началось? Предметы. Сюда мне нужно человека, да? Да, это наверняка правильно. Это нужно предмет или подсказку? Любовница гангстера. Не уверен. Точно. Ну, и шо? Так, Наташа и угрозы. Но в чем связь? Они от нее. Они... Из-за них на нее падает подозрение. Они явно были для нее. Они явно не для нее. Наверное, они явно были для нее.
Yeah, the threats are meant for Natasha, no doubt about that.
Гениально. Окей. Так, улика. Письмо. Ключ. Почти ну совсем. Список. Да, точно. Окей.
But there was something Natasha didn't speak about.
Она все нам показала, она держала это в тайне, она солгала, она просто забыла сказать. Ну, наверное, она держала это в тайне.
Natasha is terrified, and she's in real danger. But she kept this list hidden from us. It seems too important to keep it a secret.
Так, хорошо. Ибн? Нет. Дебора? Почти, но нет. Оливия? А, в смысле?
But what could we do with this list?
Он как-то с этим и связан. Поэтому на него падает подозрение. Он может что-то знать, он использовал его, чтобы отвлечь внимание. Что? Ладно.
I know only one person who moves in circles high enough
Ну
to
да.
know where it's from. Lewis. We must ask him if we want to get out of this dead end.
Окей. Дело закрыто. Вы серьезно?
So the card is maybe a dead end. The piece of painting too.
But the list Philmar gave us...
Exactly.
Ой,
Full of those
извините.
imposing names. And I only know one person who moves in similar circles.
Lamar!
Ламар.
Yes, Marty. It's Lewis. Exactly.
Of course, it's Lewis. But where do we find the bunny man?
Bunnyman.
Well, since he owns this building, I'm hoping he's here. It's worth a call.
You know his number?
By heart. 555-932. I wrote it down in my notebook as well.
Oh, you are a professional, Boss Bird.
А тут ничего нового не по... Что? А тут... Нет, все как было.
Of all that's furry.
Угу. 5. Ой, нет, стоп. 5, 5, 5, 9, 3, 2.
Hey, Lewis, sorry to disturb you again. Could you come over to my place? I have a question for you. It's very important. It's about a case.
A real case with the chicken police? Of course, Sonny. I'll be over in a few minutes.
Thanks, pal. I owe you one.
One? Just another second.
Да-да. Быстро он прискакал.
Good old rabbit. I can always rely on him. Sometimes I feel a little bad about using him so much, but he's so eager to help, I wouldn't want to break his enthusiasm. Sometimes I... Thanks, Lewis. Again.
Oh, don't mention it. Besides, it was my big dream to help you with a serious case.
Well, let's hope you can help. What can you tell me about this list, old pal?
Well, these names. I know half of them personally. Maybe even more.
I knew it.
But I have no idea what kind of list this is.
Ролик прикольный.
Here we go.
But these are all members of the upper class. Politicians, business people. Oh my.
Oh my.
Even the commander of the Royal Guard.
Damn.
But I really don't know what it means.
So, is it a dead end?
I'm afraid so.
Отлично.
I think there's family stuff. Deborah, the girl who came to me tonight.
Да.
Where did you take her after you two left?
Where she asked me to Flowerville.
Flowerville? Rochester Street 37?
Yes, exactly. Why?
Льюис убийца?
Luck.
Did something happen?
Nothing good, Lewis. Nothing good.
Странная карточка.
This?
This?
Oh, my goodness.
I think we have a bingo, gentlemen.
You see, I also have one of these.
A card? Like this? Really?
Yes. It's a membership card to a very exclusive club.
How exclusive?
Very.
Интересно.
That's what I'm talking about.
What does SN mean, Lewis?
It's the sweltering Nile.
Знойный Нил?
But that's a...
Well, yes, it's a brothel, but it's not like that. It's something completely different.
Бордель.
Calm down, Lewis. We're not gonna tell anybody.
Thank you so much. It is rather embarrassing.
Listen, Lewis, how do we get in?
You want to get in? Well, if you show them this card, they'll surely let you in, but it will be obvious you're not regulars there.
We're used to that.
So, are we going to a luxury brothel?
Correct, Marty. Thanks for the help, Lewis. I owe you one. For the third time today, I think.
Так, а ну, секунду. Карточка, которую мы нашли у Деборы, это членская карта элитного борделя под названием «Знойный». Так, кажется, старый пень любит убивать время очень шикарным образом. Весьма специфичный. Почти легендарный роскошный бордель, который посещают в основном представители высших слоев общества. И Льюис, как недавно выяснилось. Прикольно. О! Крошечный киоск в самом сердце холмов Калаверы. Он маленький, почти невидимый, но скрывает одну из самых важных вещей в этой тухлой дыре. Знание. Еще не хожу, но скоро пойду, Антоша. Да.
I don't know what you said to him, but after you finished, he almost immediately disappeared.
Really? That's suspicious.
Or he had business elsewhere. It's New Year's Eve. Everybody's going somewhere.
Natasha Koshenko.
I didn't see her after the show. If I'm not mistaken, she usually leaves when everyone else has already left.
What else do you know about her, Lewis?
Oh, not much. What everybody knows. She was a dancer, then a backing singer, then star, and then club owner.
We found out as much already. Do you think she'd fled the Stavonian massacre? That's why the secrecy.
You mean the massacre of the royal family? I'd say her accent is a dead giveaway, and her name too, though it's undoubtedly an alias.
So it's possible that she is a part of the royal family.
I don't think so. Nobody could have survived that
Ну, в общем, имеется в виду убийство семьи Романовых, я так понимаю, да?
You're probably right.
Знойный Нил.
What should we know about the place, Lewis? Besides what they're dealing in there.
No, it's an elegant and
Что-то мне вспомнился мультфильм
Not
Анастасия.
everybody visits them for that, you know. Some animals just go for company.
О.
I see. I guess it's mostly visited by the upper class.
Mostly, yes. The wealthy who have a taste.
А что там? Не смотрела? Про потерянную девочку из семьи Романовых. Ну. А это якобы может быть членом королевской семьи. Ну, имеет, ну, это они аналогию с Романовыми проводят. Поэтому вспомнилось.
Yes, of course. Is it true what they say? That it's some kind of hidden stronghold of the royalists?
The Nile is a proud herald of the coexistence of all the species. Yes, but stronghold? I don't think so.
But the place must be an eyesore for the separatists,
Separatисты.
right?
Oh, don't worry for the girls, Sonny. They can defend themselves quite well. The separatists wouldn't dare to go near the place.
Well, we'll see what they have to say about these two old cocks.
Ой.
That was a little
Да.
bit equivocal.
Два старых кока. Хорошо.
May I ask what you have gotten yourself into?
Ни во что
This
хорошее.
looks serious.
Да уж.
It's complicated, Lewis, but nothing good. I can tell you that much.
Ah, is there anything else that I can help you with?
Maybe there's something. Maybe I should ask something specific from him.
Ну, мы уже спросили, да. Так, а ну ты мне что скажешь?
Look, I'm sorry I dragged you into this, Marty.
Don't be. I would have been bored to death, still be on that shooting range.
And Laura, what about her?
She's used to it. Every New Year's the same. You know, since that special one.
Don't say it.
A bloody New Year's. Yeah. So Laura's probably at home, waiting for me on the couch, staring into a candle and killing a bottle of wine. Or two.
Они тут не перевели про то, что она таращится на свечу.
You can get out of this any time. You know that, don't you?
If you start something, finish it, right? Let's just make it through alive, okay? Or Laura will bite off my head. Literally.
Кто Лора, интересно?
I'm on it, partner.
Какая-нибудь тигрица?
What could this list mean? And what's the connection to Deborah?
I have no idea, Marty, but we'll figure it out.
What could this list mean?
Окей.
What? Why are you staring at me?
I don't know. I'm still not used to us working together again.
Really? I didn't get used to it for 10 years, if that helps.
Only 9, Marty. Only 9. To be honest, I'm glad I don't have to do this alone.
That's not something I often hear from you, boss.
О, как мило.
Yeah? What?
Nothing. Forget it.
Yeah? What?
Так.
Sometimes I feel a little...
Ок, мы можем, в принципе, уходить, я так смотрю.
Nothing interesting.
Хорошо. А, мы больше никуда не можем попасть. Ну все, едем в знойный Нил. Глава 2. Убийство.
To Marty's delight, we were heading toward the most exclusive brothel in Clawville. The separatists and those opposing the monarchy hated the place, just like they hated everything that supported interracial relations and peaceful coexistence of all species. So the place wasn't just a brothel, it was a symbol. But just like a brothel is not a worthy symbol, Clawville failed to turn out the way it was intended.
Well, here we are.
Ой, я
The
не могу.
kingdom of long legs, silky skin, and fluttering lashes. We've arrived.
И прощенец.
Calm down, Marty. Watch your blood pressure.
Получено достижение «Объезд». Это так называлась первая глава. Я так понимаю, нам за прохождение первой главы дали достижение, да. Алиса, капитан очевидность. Ёшкин-матрёшкин. Фу-ты-ну-ты. Уху. Здравствуйте, девочки. Бурдель, да, Антон? Это он. Ой, ёшкин кот. Ой, а там вон картина какая. Ой, ёбаный рот этого казино. Берите 2 курочки и найдите Антон. Тебе не стыдно такое писать? М? Блин, вот это просто шедевр долбаный. А, таз вообще. Ой.
That woman, she's familiar.
Do you think it's her? The broad from the Bloody New Year's?
Бабёнка с кровавого Нового года.
God damn it, Marty. Do you have to say it out loud? It gives me goosebumps.
Chicken bumps, more like.
Anyway, I don't know if it's really her. I always get confused by the exotic ones, but... Yeah, maybe.
Honestly, it gives me the creeps.
Yeah, me too.
Музыка.
Anyway, she's a very attractive gal, huh? And this photo is really something. Very, artistic.
Да.
You call that art?
This is what real art is about, Sonny. It's beautiful and mysterious.
Well, you should have seen the picture on Natasha's wall. Your heart
О,
will skip
да.
a beat for sure.
Да-да.
Wait, what picture? Talk to me.
Nothing. Forget it. It's not important.
Hey, you're not getting off that easily. I want to know.
No, my friend. You have to earn that.
You're a real bastard, you know?
I know, Marty. Maybe it is really her.
Антон, как тебе такие чулочки? О, так, хорошо.
These brides are elegant, just like Laszlo said.
Он Льюис.
Lewis.
What do you think could be the old rabbit's type? Fluffy tails, furry ears, a raspy tongue?
Боже, это ужасно.
Oh, for the love of all the gods, stop it.
But just think about it.
Please shut up, Marty.
How young is this girl? Damn.
This place is clucked up.
Do you think they're forced to do this?
Marty, we're not here for that. Just for the information we need.
Yeah, but You know what, Sonny? We're fortunate to be able to choose what we do with our lives, huh?
You are, Marty. You have the chance to work with Santino Featherland. Me, on the other hand.
Aha.
A fine young gal, that's for sure.
Fine young girl. Знатная краля. Ёшкин кот.
A fine young...
Ой, леди лемур. Лисичка. О, пернатый паря. Кто переводил эту игру, блядь, твою? Ой. Ёшкин кот. Ёшкин кот.
I don't even know. Good gods.
Святые воробушки.
Hey, keep it down, Marty.
Ой, боже, как неловко. Как неловко.
I see it now. Of all that's furry.
Я прозрел.
Yes, it's very furry. Or more like, shaggy. This picture, this one's really artistic for a change. This picture, this one's really artistic.
Ой, а на эти можно посмотреть? Я ебу это все. Просто я ебу. Ой, я не могу. Очень неловко. Это очень неловко.
Holy fur. You swallowed so hard, the whole place shook.
Святые механушки. О, ой, боже мой. Рептилоидша. Блядь, твою мать.
Are you kidding me? I've never seen anything like this before. Is this even legal?
Why wouldn't it be?
Ой.
I don't know. Vice?
You really must be joking. Vice in Clawville?
Okay. I was pulling your leg.
О, так
But
Vice
still,
City
It's
это
a little hot in here.
город порока. Город порока получается.
Oh, cool down, Marty. Don't even look over there.
Ой.
Remember Laura, your wonderful girlfriend, whom you love more than anything.
У меня уже щеки сводит судорогой.
You don't need to tell me. All I'm thinking about is her.
Да-да-да.
With a hatchet in her hand.
More like my nuggets.
Скорее мои яйца. Фу. Да.
That's...
Laura.
That's it, Marty. Just slowly turn away from the pictures.
Laura.
А, все, он сразу на все. Окей. Это, блин, фееричненько, реально. Так, хорошо. Что он про леди Лемур скажет?
She's what I call an exotic beauty.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Hey, every animal's the most beautiful thing in the world to someone.
Улыбка не сходит, да.
Yeah, you're right.
Oof, I don't know about you, but I go weak in the knees for stripes.
От полосок лапы подкашиваются. Йо-йо-йо-йо.
Please, Marty, I don't want to know. And I don't care. Keep it to yourself. And let's get out of here quickly.
Can't I even talk to you anymore?
You can. Ask about the weather, or how's my lower back. Those two are even connected if you want to know.
Yeah, old fart.
Старый пердун.
Beauty is relative.
Окей, так, лисичка, здравствуйте.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
О,
would you be so kind as to help me?
О, судя по тому, что у тёлок у всех нет груди и попа нормальная, это все одна и та же тёлка, по-моему.
With pleasure, ma'am.
The zipper always comes down on my dress.
О,
Would you kindly zip it back up?
ты глянь какая. Ты посмотри на эту рожу хитрую. Ай-яй-яй-яй. Яй-яй-яй-яй.
Can I, Sonny?
What am I, your mother? Do what you want, for God's sake.
Даже эти рожи.
Happy to help, ma'am.
Oh, what a gallant young man.
Лисичка, блин.
Clucking lords.
Вы серьезно? Ой, а что надо было делать еще раз?
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you'd really like to, please be more careful this time.
I will be, ma'am.
Почему? А что надо делать?
Oh, I will be, ma'am.
Oh, thank you, honey.
Marty, ma'am. Marty McChicken.
Thank you, darling Marty. I'm much obliged.
Anytime, ma'am. Anytime.
May I invite you gentlemen for a drink, perhaps?
Да.
No, thank you. We're in a hurry.
Oh. Yee. That guy's
Грязь.
stare gives me the creeps.
I can see why.
I've always told myself that birds are weird.
What did you just say?
Huh? What? Me? Nothing?
Is he a bouncer or a guest? I'd rather not ask.
Так, ну пойдемте к секретарю.
I think she must be the receptionist.
Да ты шо?
Bravo, Mr. Detective.
Why'd you have to be like that all the time?
Well, sometimes I seriously can't decide if you've become totally stupid over the years, or it just entertains you to act that way.
Well, you know, that's a good question.
That's exactly what I mean. Maybe she knows something about Deborah, or the card that brought us here.
Ну, лисичка такая, да, шаловливая. Извините. Класс. В общем, пошли. Так.
My name is Day-Night Diamond. Welcome to the sweltering Nile, gentlemen.
Miss Diamond, I'm Sonny, and this is my partner, Marty.
If I may, miss, you have a beautiful name and exceptionally wonderful stripes.
Marty, not now.
Oh, thank you very much.
Please excuse him. He doesn't visit places like this very often. Me neither, to be honest.
Oh, nothing to worry about, gentlemen. There's a first time for everyone.
You're absolutely right.
We're just interested in a certain lady called Deborah.
Deborah. We don't have any employees by that name right now, but if you want, any of our girls would love to be Deborah for a night.
No. Excuse me, you misunderstand. She doesn't work here.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
It's kind of confusing, but let me try to explain.
Please, I'm at your service. I'll gladly answer any of your questions.
You hear that, Sonny? Any questions?
Shut up, Marty.
Так, а ну. Тут ничего нового. Так, Даймонд. Имя Даяна Бриллиант. Ну, На английском у нее имя звучит как Day Night Diamond. Ну, типа день-ночь бриллиант. Вид пустынная зебра, пол женский. Особые приметы, прекрасно, невозмутимая. И настоящий профессионал. И наверняка куртизанка. Милая секретарь зебра за стойкой в Ниле. One time I took a swim in the Nile. Окей. Полицейский значит...
I wouldn't want to offend you. Far from it, but it's evident you're from the police, even without this.
Is it that obvious?
No, it isn't. But, you know, here in the Nile, we have a keen eye for this kind of thing.
Какой у нее мурчащий голос.
Right. I understand, ma'am.
Льюис С. Сенобор.
Do you know a gentleman named Louis C. Hayworth?
Of course I do. Mr. Hayworth is a regular guest at our
Да, и
establishment.
чем он тут занимается?
I see. How regular, if I may ask?
I can't give you any information about that. House policy.
We have that too. It's called the law, ma'am.
If you have any questions of that nature, please come back with a warrant.
Молодец.
Touche.
Уше. Да уж. Странный список.
Does this list mean anything to you?
This? I'm not sure. No, nothing.
Невозмутимо.
Don't you see some familiar names on there?
I do, but everybody knows those animals. Personally, I have no contact with any of them.
I see. Oh, thank you.
Так, странная карточка.
Look, she gave this to us. The girl named Deborah, the one we asked you about.
I see.
Do you know what this is?
Of course. It's a membership card.
Was this person a regular here?
If this belonged to her, then yes. I can check for you. Please, the ladies will entertain you while you wait. I'll be right back.
Thank you. Much obliged.
Дамы.
May I invite you?
No, thank you. We're...
Oh.
Так, дамы.
Beauty is relative.
Ну, долго ждать мне? Пошла из конца.
I apologize for the...
So you were successful.
Ага.
My mistress, Madame Savas, would like to meet you.
You mean that, Madame Savas?
Это крокодил.
As far as I know, there's only one of her, so yes.
Please, miss, take us to her.
With pleasure.
Да, заплыли в Нил.
Madame Zavas was a legend in Clawville. Her name was known all over the wilderness. She's an avid royalist, former member of the Council of 12, spy master, assassin, businesswoman, and courtesan. To be honest,
Крокодил
I didn't even
может
know she
быть
was still
куртизанкой.
alive. She's no
Извините,
spring
конечно.
chicken, that's for sure. She could also be my mother, or maybe my grandmother. First Ibn Wessler, now her. Honestly, tonight it wouldn't surprise me if His Majesty Hector III didn't grace me with his presence.
Какая женщина, ёшкин кот. Так, им руководит легендарная шпионка и куртизанка мадам Заевас. Нужно быть начеку, а ее репутация известна во всей дикой природе. Классный рисунок. Так, имя мадам Заевас, вид нильский крокодил, пол женский. Особые приметы. Ее улыбка фальшивка, ее биография фальшивка, но опасна она по-настоящему. Хорошо. Так, тут ничего нового нет? Нет, окей. О, да, детка. Окей. Племенные артефакты.
Interesting pieces.
Ёшкин кот, блядь, твою мать. Все хорошо, но этот шарфичек смотрится максимально убого.
Do you think so? It's the art of my people.
Crocodiles?
There are many kinds of crocodile in the wilderness, Mr. Featherland. This is the art of the Nilenites.
Ah, hence the name, the sweltering Nile.
It's a river, Mr. Featherland. My ancestors lived by this river a long time ago.
Ah, interesting.
Thank you.
Нильцы – древняя мертвая культура. Раньше это была огромная, могущественная империя в юго-западной тропической области дикой природы. Один знаменитый ныне здравствующий представитель этой культуры – мадам Зайвас, легендарная шпионка и куртизанка. Так, хорошо.
Beautiful pieces for sure. They must be worth a fortune.
Так, вот это, наверное, надо запомнить. Без 15:12.
Is that the time already?
Have you noticed your clock's not working?
How observant you are. That clock isn't meant to show the time. It's a decoration. A memento.
It's beautiful.
Indeed.
There's something weird about that clock.
Да.
There's something
Но мы с ними ничего не можем сделать. Ладно. Так, картина.
What a painting. Congratulations, ma'am.
Marty.
Yes. It's beautiful indeed. It's more than 40 years old. You know, I was considered pretty then.
Oh, don't say that. You still look great, ma'am.
Thank you. It feels good, but no. There's no need for lies. Those days are long gone. Every age has its truth and its beauty. For me, beauty is not in the looks anymore.
I agree, ma'am.
Yes, this is the Zevas from the legends. Beautiful and deadly. Yeah.
Окей. Чё там, чё там? Написано Йорк. Это Йорк. Вообще эльфийский какой-то. Ладно. Так, всякие разные книги. 49 лет рептилий. Лошадиная смерть.
There are books here on quite a variety of topics. That's quite a wide range of interests. That's quite a... There are books here on... That's quite a...
Что, обо всем будет то же
There are
самое?
books here.
Ключ к сознанию животных. Доктор Сисуос Вецалькотл. Какие-то мексиканские имена. Так, ладно. Там что-то еще было про красную свинью. Red Pig. Ага, окей. Slime and Punishment. Это вариация на тему преступления и наказания. Crime and Punishment. Здравствуйте, Достоевский. Хорошо, мадам Зайвас.
So she is the legendary Madame Zevas. So she... Let me introduce myself properly, ma'am.
Mr. Zadino, I know who you are. And I also know your partner. The legend of the Chicken Police is always one step ahead of the Chicken Police.
Thank you. That's flattering.
May I ask what you are looking for exactly? Here, on this night?
You know, that's an interesting question. The card we've shown your lovely colleague
Belongs to an old friend of ours, whom we haven't seen for a long time here.
and The name?
Unfortunately, no, Mr. Santino. That's confidential information. In my line of work, discretion is everything.
Well, you know, in our line of work, the law is above everything.
Oh, do you think so? I could tell you what your colleagues think is also above everything. But, as I said, discretion.
Look, ma'am, we don't want to impose. We're conducting a private investigation, which started off as harmless, but now it's murder.
That sounds serious.
It is serious. That's why we'd be grateful for your help.
In that case, I'm at your service. Ask your questions, and I'm going to answer to the best of my knowledge. As long as you're not wading through muddy waters.
Fortunately, I swim very well for a chicken.
I swim well, too. As I was saying, it belongs to us. Only our most valuable guests have one of these. And our employees, of course.
The employees, too. Good to know. Can you tell me if this card belonged to a guest or an employee?
No.
I thought so. Yes, thank you. Louis Hayworth is a good friend of mine. It surprises me that he's a regular here.
You wouldn't believe our clientele. You would be shocked.
No doubt. Louis, does he come here often?
Not so often.
Okay.
Thank you for the vague answer, ma'am.
The mystery is thrilling. The thrill is life itself.
That was beautiful, ma'am.
Так, странный список имен.
Tell me, have you ever seen this list?
I have.
Am I right to assume it has something to do with the sweltering Nile?
It does, yes. But I can't tell you more about it. No.
Discretion is key.
Absolutely.
Natasha
Do
Koshenko.
you know Natasha Katsenko personally?
Yes, I do.
Tell me about her.
Warm-hearted, protective, quick-tempered, fierce. Yes, fierce.
Thank you. Very useful.
Мы ее допросить можем.
This place isn't just our home with the girls. It's a sanctuary.
Really? How?
It symbolizes why the city was founded almost 1,000 years ago. Unity, love, freedom.
Interbreeding?
That too, yes. Do you have a problem with that?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't. My girlfriend's a predator.
Really? I'm glad to hear it.
Так, допрос. Так, секунду. Чатик, я сейчас маленький перерыв сделаю и вернусь на допрос. И на допросе мы сегодня, пожалуй, закончим. Так. Так. Давайте допрашивать.
Deceit is everything to Zavas. She used to be a spy, so I'm gonna take her every word with a grain of salt.
Ой. Так, Зайвас окружена тайнами, она была шпионом. Так что все ее слова нужно воспринимать с долей скепсиса. Хитрая. Кто стоит за легендами, мисс Зайвас? Кто вы на самом деле? Нахрена ей этот шарф жуткий налепили на эту шубу, я понять не могу.
Who's behind the legend, Miss Zavas? Who are you, really?
Причем шарф поношенный какими-то бомжами. Похоже.
Just an animal raised to survive, Mr. Featherland. And because I've been taught, I know how to survive. I always was what I had to be.
And you managed to dodge my question. Clever.
Well, you see, this is one of the typical elements of survival. The way of dodging a delicate question and still making the questioner believe he got the answer. But you're too cunning and experienced, aren't you?
Don't you?
You're not an easy one to fool.
I'm trying to maintain appearances, ma'am.
You should. Appearances, most of the time, are stronger and more dangerous than the truth.
Так, стойкая. Опасно ли в наши дни быть роялистом? Или скажите, вы правда шпионили для короля? Так она мне и скажет, конечно. Ага.
Isn't it dangerous being a royalist nowadays?
You know, Mr. Featherland, those that are genuinely dedicated never care about danger. That's something you must know even better than I.
Do you think it's my loyalty that motivates me the most? If you do, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Maybe you're not loyal to the police, Mr. Featherland, but you are to your own principles and ideals. Am I right?
That's true, but you're avoiding the question. Why did you stay in the king's employment after the scandals that are making half the city riot? What makes you still believe so much in the institution of monarchy?
You know, I always adapt, but only to a degree where I still don't have to give up myself and my ideals for the sake of survival.
You'd rather die then?
Maybe it would seem too dramatic or even romantic to you, but yes, exactly.
I'm sorry to doubt you, but I've always thought your kind was rather compromised.
Do you mean spies or crocodiles?
Spies, of course.
I must disappoint you, but there aren't many groups as loyal and unwavering as the spies, Mr. Featherland.
Okay.
If you're telling me, ma'am, I believe you.
Минус 10. Почему вы решили открыть бордель?
Why did you decide to open a brothel?
You know, this place used to be an orphanage. Then after the Great Avian Plague, a hatchery. Then young mothers lived here who had nowhere else to go. That's when I took over.
Young mothers and prostitutes. That feels like a sharp turn.
No, it didn't happen like that, of course. The process took 20 years, but one thing remains the same. I wanted to help girls who had nothing and no one. To help them.
And this was the best you could do, helping them sell their bodies.
You see things very superficially, Mr. Featherland. We're a family who helped each other even at the worst of times, took care of each other, and what's most important, survived. Yes, survive, no matter the cost.
Okay.
And it's the cherry on top of the most treasured secrets of the rich and famous.
Very insightful, Mr. Featherland. There's truth to that. Knowledge is power, as they say. And we know a lot about powerful animals that could be used as weapons. Or the opposite. That could avert a war.
Если я угадаю владельца карты, вы мне скажете?
If I guess who the card belongs to, will you tell me?
I wouldn't say that's an acceptable price for such a secret as this, but if you guess right, I won't lie to you. Then, I will tell you you were right. Yes.
Good. Let's see. The answer to my question, Natasha Katsenko.
Well, Mr. Featherland, it seems the gossip about you is right. What gave it away?
Ах ты, проститутка несчастная.
It couldn't have been easier. There's a beautiful woman with a mysterious past, trying to keep it a secret, while someone's threatening her with the exact same thing, leaving rather unmistakable messages behind. Plus, we found the card on Deborah, who was her best friend and confidant, so she was either trying to hide it or destroy it forever, so no one could find out the truth. Am I right so far?
Indeed, Mr. Featherland.
So if I'm not mistaken, Natasha used to work for you before she met Ibn Wessler. He fell in love with her, gave her a job at the Millions Club. The rest is history.
You have talent, Mr. Featherland. I'm really sorry you're not working for the government.
I am working for the government. I'm a cop.
Are you sure, Mr. Featherland?
Touché.
Indeed. Natasha used to work here. We can put it that way, but you know, this isn't just a workplace. She also lived here. She was part of our family, and we still love her very much.
Вот такой.
Right. That puts everything in a different light. Savas is a true survivor, always was. And she's proud of that, even to this day. Maybe I can get her to trust me if I play to this part of her.
Так, мастер выживания. Хорошо, вы пытались защитить ее от чего? Вы пытались повлиять на нее по своему разумению. Почему вы ее приняли? Может быть, Наташа, вы видели себя? Все в городе считают вас опасной. Почему? Ну, мне кажется, вот этот вариант нормальный.
Why did you take her in? Maybe you saw yourself in Natasha.
She was only 17 when she knocked on the rear entrance of the brothel on an unusually cold, rainy night. I opened the door myself.
Was Natasha alone?
Yes, completely alone. Her left arm was slashed with an ugly wound, and she was frozen to the bone, barefoot, only a thin nightgown on her.
Did she tell you what happened to her?
After I brought her into the house, warmed her up, and changed her into new clothes, that was the first thing I asked. But no, she didn't tell me. We became very good friends, but I still don't know what happened to her and where she came from, or how she knew about this place and the rear entrance.
And you weren't bothered by all those secrets?
That would have been very hypocritical of me, don't you think? No, it didn't bother me. I make a living out of secrets, Mr. Featherland.
I see.
Так, вы знаете, откуда прибыла Наташа? Где она была до Кловеля?
Do you know where Natasha came from before Clawville?
Naturally. The poor dear couldn't even deny it. Even her name's eloquent, her accent, but mostly her manners, Mr. Featherland. She's from Stovos,
Из высшего
and she belonged to the upper class of Stavonian social circles.
Окей.
She could barely even speak the language when I first met her.
That's all you know about her. An ex-spy like you must have checked up on her new protege's past.
That's the most exciting thing. Yes, I have. Multiple times putting my most treasured connections to good use. But nobody found anything. Natasha's trail could only be traced back to the Stavonian border. What happened in that country, no one knows.
It's rather curious, don't you think?
It is, Mr. Featherland. Yes, curious. That's why I've always been rather fond of Natasha.
Did it touch you deeply when she left you?
Indeed, it did.
Zavos is protective. It seems she's dedicating her whole life to her proteges. If I concentrate on that, maybe she'll open up to me.
Окей, так. Вам не приходило в голову, что вы можете использовать отношения Наташи и Ибна в своих целях? Это нельзя. Вы поддерживаете связь? И почему вы разрешили ей жить с Весслером? Я думаю, она разрешения не спрашивала, поэтому...
Have you kept in touch?
Only occasionally, Mr. Featherland. She writes to me every few weeks, and very rarely we talk on the phone. But I haven't heard from her in weeks. The truth is, I've started to worry about her.
Did she give no sign of being in trouble?
Never. No. Natasha's not the kind to talk about her feelings.
Yeah, I've noticed that myself.
Вы злились, что она ушла, боялись, что разболтает секреты? Когда вы последний раз виделись? Так, хорошо.
When was the last time you saw her, Madame Zavos?
Maybe around 2 months ago. There was a ball, attended by Ibn Wessler, his beautiful mate Natasha, and myself. Yes.
Was she herself? Did you feel like she was afraid or worried about something?
On the contrary, she was unrestrained, free, radiant. She was in love. Yes, in her own unique way.
What do you mean?
You know Natasha loves on a different level than most Clawville women. Or most women in the wilderness, in fact. Maybe it's because of the Stovonian origins. Perhaps it's something else.
So you didn't notice anything strange about her?
Well, if anything could be called strange, it was that I saw a woman positively floating above the ground, who previously used to stand on it with 2 feet.
I see. Thank you, madam.
Что вы чувствовали, когда узнали, что Наташа собирается уходить?
How did you feel when you learned Natasha was going to leave?
Honestly, I was very hurt. I loved her as a daughter. How would you have felt?
I couldn't say.
And I still couldn't stop her, and you know why?
Of course I do. Because you loved her.
You've been in my shoes before, am I right, Detective? Yes, I can feel you have.
This isn't about me, madam. Please stop changing the subject.
I have felt betrayed on a certain level. Yes, and offended, and alone. Even amongst all my friends.
Were you disappointed in her?
Only in myself, Mr. Featherland. But I have a hunch you know this feeling very well.
Yes, you're right. Well, thank you for your time, madam.
Anytime, Detective. Yes, anytime.
Настоящий детектив. Наташа работала в борделе «Знойный Нил» до того, как Ибн Весслер нашел ее и забрал оттуда. Хорошо.
Please, gentlemen, wait here a moment. I would like to show you something that could help you.
Okay.
Oh, that's excellent news. Thank you. We will wait.
Do you trust her?
Not in the slightest. Even her smile is fake. This woman wallowed in other animals' secrets until she became one too.
That's exactly how I feel.
Anyway, now that we're here, we can take a better look around.
Just what I was thinking.
В общем, я надеюсь, она тут сохранилась. Давайте прочитаем про крокодильчика. Наташа работала в борделе «Знойный Нил» до того, как Ибн Весслер нашел ее и забрал оттуда. Так. Мадам Зайвас шпион и куртизанка, которая уже стала легендой, когда я был еще цыпленком. Люди рассказывали о ее красоте и смертельном холоде. Время ее тоже не пощадило, но она так же опасна, как гласят легенды. Теперь она владеет элитным борделем под названием «Знойный Нил». Зайвас и Наташа были не просто знакомы, у них были серьезные и близкие отношения. Даже Зайвас не смогла узнать все тайны прошлого Наташи, хоть и пустила в ход все свои связи и влияния. Ее глубоко ранило то, что Наташа, которую она считала почти дочерью, покинула Нил из-за Ибна Уэслера. Да, лучше бы Наташа всю жизнь жила в борделе, это, конечно, было бы отлично. Так, ну, в общем, да, хорошая игра. Думаю, возможно, хотя я сомневаюсь, мы завтра ее пройдем. Но что-то мне подсказывает, что это вряд ли. Там вроде как еще много всего. Так что да, всем большое спасибо за просмотр. Услышимся завтра, я надеюсь, если опять трубу не прорвет. Не смотрела, сколько всего глав? Ну, вроде 2. В достижениях только про 2 было написано, но они, как видишь, очень крупные. Там, может, еще какая-то финальная будет, конечная. Все. Финальная, конечная. 3 конечные будут. Финальный. Боже, что я несу? Ну, в общем, да. Не, ну игра хорошая, приятная. Постарались чуваки. Ну, в общем. До завтра. Всем пока-пока. Люблю, целую, обнимаю. Сладких снов. Пока-пока.